Welcome back to We Watched the Movie. I'm Mike.
I am Jay.
Who the heck is Jay? How did you get in here? Did you hack my computer? You piece of crap. You're Matthew Lillard in Hackers.
Blame it on the rain. That's why we're late.
Yeah, technical difficulties. It is storming a fool outside, and but don't worry. I'm next to a giant window. It's gonna be fine. I'm not gonna die. We're not gonna curse though.
And we're not talking about Trump's side, bitch. We're talking about the weather outside.
I just said we're not gonna curse. Well, there it goes. Fuck shit. Fuck.
Actually, you just ruined it.
You ruined it because you said bitch.
Female canines are considered bitches in the veterinarian manual books of college.
It's fucked. It's fucked. Fucking
anyway,
fucked.
Stormy Daniels.
I literally was going to tell you too. Like we were just like talking. We were trying to get this shit sorted before the stream, and I literally in my mind I was like, Mike, remind Jay not to curse for a little while, and then here we are.
Well, I had
my fault as much as it is yours.
Well, you know what? I've been to real court today. I might as well go to YouTube court. It don't matter. I had to go to court to finish up some things with Big Dad's will and whatnot. And I've been a while since I've been in court since probably last accusations of. Yeah, but so it had been a while since I've been in court.
I took him to court because he was bad in bed.
Yeah, it was awful. The judge was like, "What?" I was like, "Look at my dick. I drew with what I got." Yeah, I went in there and the guy was the judge. Dude, it's so redneck. Like the attorney that we had with us, my brother and I went in and he was like, it felt like church, dude. He was like, "Hey, how you boys doing?" We were like way down out in the room to go into court, and I was like, "Good." And he's like, "Y'all not go in yet?" He's like, "Well, they said 9:30 is the docket, so we." And he's like, he opened the door. He's like, "We can come on in." And he was like it felt like we were going into church, dude, because he was like right next to me, and the attorney's like in his late 70s, early 80s. He's like, "We're gonna sit right up in the front pew." That's like something special, and I was like,
okay.
Excited
about it.
Yeah, and then he was like, "Okay, I'm gonna tell you what you're gonna say. You're gonna have him look at this, and you're gonna say this and that." I was like, "All right, that's cool." And my brother, he was like sitting next to me. He's like, "Hey, you want some peppermint?" I was like, "No, you idiot." Like, I don't want shit in my mouth. Like when I'm up there talking to the judge, they might get mad. He's like, "Oh, I call this my church peppermint." I was like, "What are you, fucking 90?"
He's like, "Hey, my mom used to give us Mentos before church,
Yeah, but she was old. Like that made sense. That was a cute old lady thing. He's like a grown man, like trying to give me peppermint. Like, is there a white van outside? But no. So I got to the front of the judge, and he was like, the guy was like, "All rise, honorable Judge Earl." Something or other. I don't know. His name is Judge Earl. He was like, "Judge," I was like, "My case is simply this." No, but he was like, "Judge Earl." I was like, "Hey, y'all doing? Y'all sit down and have a seat. Y'all looking good this morning." And he got on and I was like, I got scared, dude, because he got on the computer and he was like, "Oh, dag nugget." He goes, "The internet's moving awful slow today." Because I was like, "Oh shit, dude." He switched to Mint Mobile and we're fucked over here. I'm like, I'm gonna be here for 3 hours. But thankfully it all got. But I was nervous, dude. Like I got up there and I put my hands in my pocket, and the guy was like, "Take it out." And I was like, "All right."
Did it really?
Yeah, dude. The guard is like, "Hands out of the pocket." I'm like, "All right."
Oh no, that's what happens to the poker table. But then I don't know if you guys know that. You can't put your hands under the table; they yell at you.
Yeah, I did like this, like I was a fucking gangster in the mafia. And he's like, the guy was like, "Hands at your side." I'm like, "Oh."
You did that. I'm not listening.
No, I did the. I did the
Ghostbusters. I had no idea it'd be so much. I won't pay it.
He's like, "No, it was like fucking Suge Knight. I ain't fucking dangle him over a balcony, bitch." That's Suge Knight. But yeah, the courts, that's crazy. I hate that shit, dude, because everybody was behind. There was a bunch of people in there for like all that stuff, but they were like all behind. It's like who's looking at my ass? Like you feel all weird because they're like everybody's staring at you. You feel like you're gonna play.
Well, at least it wasn't like a sultry thing, like you know what I mean. It was just like like a will.
Yeah, it was like a will
or something.
It was just like but it was like the guy was like, "Okay, listen, sorry for your loss." And I'm like, "No, you're not." Continue. I felt like when you were walking up the aisle, though, dude, that Judge Wapner, the People's Court, like when I opened the door, I was like, dum, 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 dum.
You get stuck on the way out. It's like, push it, real good.
But I kind of do like the courtroom setting, though, because it reminds me of Ghostbusters, too. Like, we have to go through the little, like, swingy door thing and go up to where the two tables are.
Yeah.
And I was like, you don't want us exposing ourselves. But I didn't do that.
I went there for traffic tickets, and that was really uncomfortable. I was in there with a bunch of prostitutes. It was wild. I was there, and like I had to do my my fucking thing. I had to go up there and just say yeah and pay my shit. It was really simple, but like I was there, and like it was with all the prostitutes and shoplifters, and I was like, "Yeah, you're a prostitute." Well, I was sitting there waiting for my. I was like, "She's a prostitute. Look at her, everybody. She's a prostitute."
I thought you were gonna be like Marion. what are you doing here? You don't work mornings. I went to I went to a traffic ticket too because I didn't have insurance in my fucking car. Don't ask, I won't tell. But I went up there and she was like, "Why don't you have insurance in your car?" I was like, "I don't know." And then she was like, "You weren't paying it? Were you not getting bills?" I was like, "I don't know. I didn't have it because I didn't have the money at the time." I was like, "I don't know." And she's like, "You have it now?" I was like, "Yeah." And then she's like, "How many months does it that you didn't have it?" I was like, "I don't know. A minute."
I'm doing my best.
And then she was like, "No," but she's like, because she was like, "All right, well, don't ever do that again." I'm like, "I won't miss." And then she's like, "Honorable or on your honor." I'm like, "Okay." I was like, "I'm not playing the pronoun game. Whatever."
Don't try to come at me all woke and shit.
I know. I was like, "Your honor, fucking whatever, they them, bitch ass Zize." Yeah, and DMX like walked me off. That's what the roughing came out. That was my exit. Yeah, that was my exit. I walked out that corner like I was fucking like a WWE superstar. DMX was my fucking background music.
Start doing this to the
yeah.
judge.
No, it's taken. It's taken by fucking bullshit Triple H. But yeah, it's an exciting day.
You should have done the whatever they read. I don't know what happened at the court thing or whatever, but whatever they read, you should be like, I do have one thing I'd like to say. This whole thing fucking sucks.
No, dude, I thought it. There was that. Like, I always feel like you get that thing in your mind, like something will come through your mind. You're like, I want to say it. You have to hold back. Like, you know, you just get like I'm gonna say it. Because when John Robb was talking, I shouldn't have said his name, but it doesn't matter. He's the lawyer. He's got people. He's like, he said, that's the lawyer's name. But John was up there and he was like reading stuff, and I wanted to be like, objection. Like, I don't know why. I just want. And he's like, you can't object to your own attorney. I was like, objection, overruled, sustained.
Thor's scared of storms, so he's probably gonna be here a lot. Say, I hate Justin Voice.
I'm going to Yosemite. That's what Josh Hartnett did to Jamie Lee Curtis in the Halloween H2O. I'm going to Yosemite.
Oh, so guys, we had a whole show planned tonight. And honestly, like I probably wouldn't have done it had I known that all this news was going to come out late in the evening. But you know, tonight we're going to do some 80s versus 90s. You're so hairy, and you just got groomed. We're going to do some 80s versus 90s. We're going to do some shirts versus skins. Jay and I are going to be skins, and you're going to take your shirts off, and that's what that means. What was that, you disgusting pervert?
I'm sorry. By the way, I'm working on almost 1 month without a cigarette.
Hey, that I was going to ask. Is that how many days is it now?
He's like 24.
That's fucking not one, not even a little. You didn't have a little fucking
no
little a little puff.
No, but I have every time I watch a movie or I see any kind of TV show and someone's smoking on it, I get real close to my TV screen and go, I wish I could smell it.
Well, so have you been around? Here's the question though: have you been around anyone smoking?
No, but we went out. That night. I was still early in my infancy of not smoking.
No, I know. Well, I was going to say that. I just didn't know if anybody else smoked around you because I'm a good friend and I did not smoke around you. I just smoked your pole and maybe a little bit of vapage. But so you've not smelled the sweet tobacco juices yet.
No, but dude, like I don't know what it was, but like 2 days ago, it got like I was hankering for it real goddamn bad, boy. I tell you what, I was like, I'm gonna just go down to the fucking gas station and say, give me that pack of cigarette. I'll smoke it right in fucking front of you. I'll smoke all fucking 20 of those delightful butts.
Just don't do the thing that everybody does, dude. Everybody does this when they quit smoking. The guy who hasn't quit smoking is telling you, don't do the thing that everybody does because something bad happens. Like one bad thing goes, you fuck it. And you run straight to the Shell station. You're like, give me a pack. And then you go out and smoke it. And you're like, well, I got them. I'm not going to throw away. There were $7.95. And then you're fucked. You're right back on the wagon again.
I don't know. I mean, Dad died, so I mean, I'm doing it in the middle of that shit. So
I just mean like something like someone pisses you off. You know what I mean? Like me, probably. But like,
the worst part, I lean into my other fucking problem, alcoholism.
Which just starts shotgunning the beer right there in the street.
Like, I'll fuck you, man. I said I wasn't gonna drink today. Now bring on the vodka.
My booze need nobody, is what he says. But we're doing 80s versus 90s tonight, and also. A lot of Crystal Lake news, a lot of Friday the 13th, a lot of Jason Voorhees things happening, and working on putting together a show specifically about that with guests. Hopefully we can work that out. But this came so late tonight we weren't able to. But holy crap, I'm sure we'll talk about it as we go. But let's get to what you guys have to say, you beautiful pieces of ass. And by beautiful pieces of ass, I mean great pieces of ass. I've tasted everyone in this room, and you're all spectacular. Actually, I shouldn't say that. I don't know the ages of the people watching.
Only the ones that are 18 and over.
Yeah, 21 and over. We're so old, it probably should be 30. I don't know. Lee the Machine, I've tasted him. He's a wonderful man, and that's a super sweet fucking super chat. Thank you so much, Lee. You're the best, dude. Hey, my sexy fellas, happy Wednesday. Don't forget, we got a meeting at Smith's Grove. See y'all both there, Lumis and Chalice. We are serving Asian tea and Boilermakers, and Michael will be in attendance too. So, Lumis, be on your best behavior.
You know what, Lee? You be on your best goddamn computer and start looking for jobs. Don't you dare talk to me about being on my best behavior around that piece of shit Michael Myers. You understand? Maybe he should be on his best underwear because he doesn't have fresh ones. He stinks. He smells. He's nasty. You know that. Yeah. Michael Myers smells like a goddamn dead possum with vomit shoved up its asshole in a dry, fucking heaty day. Don't you dare talk. I mean, you know what, Lee? You've had too many Boilermakers. That's why I think you're drunk. Listen,
if you said open bar, don't look at me. I'm a doctor and I had a bad haircut recently. But if you said Boilermakers, I'm going to boiler make it there to be with you on that fateful evening. And we will celebrate together. Just bring women who look like men who dress like women. It doesn't matter. Boilermakers, me, the good doctor over here. He's not a real doctor. I'm a real doctor.
You're not shit. You're a doctor of bullshit.
You're a doctor of the mind. And does the mind really exist? Not when I Not when I black out after 7 shots of Jaeger. It doesn't. There's no mind there. There's no mind there. I want to put my hat back on and become someone not as perverted and disgusting. That was fun, though. I love you, Lee. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Lee.
And you're a sexy son of a bitch. And I want to have you over to Indian leg wrestle later. Adrian Ybarra, thank you, buddy. The Friday the 13th release statement is vague. But what I got from it was there was doubt that there was actually enough story, depth of the franchise lore for a show. Now, it might be a film or 2 or 3 instead. I don't know. That's interesting. Let's talk about it. All right. You bring it up, Adrian.
All right. Adrian Ybarra. Thank you, sir.
This is a torrid story. There's a whole story behind this shit. All right. And I'm just going to fucking give it to you straight. Okay. Because that's what we do here.
Say it.
I'm combing the desert. Have you found anything yet?
We ain't found shit.
So the other day, this guy named Jeff's fuckface, I don't know, came out with this story.
He's great American.
Both times. Came out of the story and it was like, and it was at nighttime the story came out, so everybody, like a lot of people ran with it, and it made sense to me at the time that the Crystal Lake show had been canceled, that they had pulled the plug on it.
Yes,
their words.
Let's go, Chuck.
Shut your fucking mouth. That's happened? Not. You're wrong.
I know,
but
I was using my inner Cody Leach.
I don't even think Cody liked the last season. I didn't watch the thing, but I don't think he liked. But no, apparently Chucky's out there making out with kids. I don't know. I didn't watch. I just saw the thumbnails. It's weird, dude. I don't want to talk about it.
I thought Charles Lee Ray possessed it, not Joe Biden. What the fuck is going on with this shit?
Stormy days ahead is basically
smiley day to you.
Maybe we could send a hush money payment and just stop all that. I don't know, Jay.
I don't know. Joe could be the one sending it and smelling kids' hair at the same time.
I love a good storm.
Hey, honey, you want me? Hey, how many teeth have you lost? You the tooth fairy come in there yet?
But so it comes out, the story says that they pulled the plug on the A24 show. So, people go out and they waste their whole fucking days making videos about it and doing that. And then Bloody Disgusting, who's a source that you can trust because they do their business. They don't exaggerate things for clicks because they're trying to get someone to pay for their shitty fucking Twitter that nobody wants to pay for. And they're legit as fuck. So they came out and said, no, it is in fact, the plug has not been pulled on it because we're actually serious people. And we can tell you that they are retooling it. So just tonight, after that news came out, and I will share the screen with you fine folks right now. I will show it to you. This story comes out. Crystal Lake update. A24 is going a different way with the Friday the 13th TV series. And
that's not always a good thing, though. What do we mean?
So the showrunner, Adrian, I love you and I appreciate it. I'm going to take that off just so we can see Jay's chin there. But
powerful.
So Brian Fuller, the guy who did Hannibal, the TV show that was supposed to be the showrunner for Friday the 13th, had this to say. He said, when it works as with Hannibal, the results can be powerful for the storytellers and the audience. I couldn't be more proud of my work, my co-showrunner Jim Danger Gray. Is that a given name or did you come up with it yourself? Is your middle
Danger
name
is
literally
my middle
Danger?
name.
I don't know. And I were able to accomplish with our brilliant writing staff despite the challenges we faced. For reasons beyond our control, A24 has elected to go a different way with the material. We hope the final product will be something Friday the 13th fans all over the world will enjoy.
Oh,
They are
man.
now, A24 and Peacock are now searching for new showrunners for the series, and
That's
that
not
is where we
good.
stand.
I don't know. I don't like that. That makes me a nervous boy in the church pew because I got to fart. Here's the thing about it. When you
what kind of church? How nervous should you be?
It's a Nazareth church. Nazareth. But no, here's the thing. Like when you hear that they're going to go a different direction, and the studio said we just didn't like what they were doing, and they were probably doing exactly what people expected of a Friday the 13th TV show. Everybody's asses should get a little sweaty and the cracks should start dripping because at that point you don't know what fucking they might be doing a totally different weird ass like out there stupid idea of Friday the 13th to bring it more of a modernized feel to it, and it's gonna suck balls. I don't know.
Well, so
I'm not talking about the woke shit. I'm just talking about specifically they could go and they could fuck with the origin stuff and make it just something that's totally not like recognizable.
I don't know if you know this about yourself, Jay. I'm going to hit you with the truth bomb right now.
What?
Step into my therapeutic office. Your natural inclination is to go to negative town, and I won't allow it.
That's not that. It's called fucking realism, bitch. Oh, because you trust the studios out there?
No.
They hit them left and right out of the park.
I'm not. Who said that? Who said that? All I'm saying, JT, I'll call you JT when I'm mad at you. I'll call. All I said, hey, when A24 said they were doing, what they were going to do was they were going to do a prequel remake sequel. They were going to start with Pamela. They were going to start early, and they were going to tell the story of Jason's youth. And then they were also going to go into the future with Jason. And I do remember you saying yourself that you didn't think that was a great idea. Did you?
I didn't. I said, just stick to what you fucking know.
Smell this fucking
No,
thing.
it smells like fart.
It's got truth on the tip.
It smells like chocolate shit.
But
I'm telling you guys this.
A24 is agreeing with you.
I love A24. I like A24 a lot. And I do trust their vision in certain things. But when they say they're firing or getting rid of the showrunners that were already working on it, most likely within the constraints of what we as Friday the 13th fans think of when we think of Jason, they get rid of them because they want to go in a totally. That makes me nervous. I don't know I don't trust fucking Hollywood at all because they can't even they can take the simplest of fucking stories that everyone knows and loves and they can fuck it up. Look at the Crow remake. Look at that gas station 7-Eleven.
I 100% agree with this, what you're saying right now. I 100% agree. But A24, to be fair, is someone who they don't typically go the Blumhouse Universal, right? They try to tell really creative, and it doesn't always work out.
I know,
right?
but sometimes you can be creative just to be creative.
Is more focused on quality rather than commercial shit for the most part. So if A24 looked at what they were doing and they said, I don't like that shit, y'all. It's like Eminem says, it's like while under a hot white microscope, right? Like, I don't like this, yo. That's kind of like what they were doing. So apparently they didn't like what he was putting down, but there is a twisty tuck to this. Brian Fuller, a few months back, was accused allegedly of sexual harassment to people that was going on. Now, there's all sorts of stuff going on about that. Apparently is like a huge, allegedly from other people I've heard, that is very, very sketchy. But with everything that happened with Quiet on the Set booming recently, I do wonder personally if that has something to do with them saying, or is it with the story he was putting together? I have seen a lot of Friday the 13th fans say, good. I don't want a TV series. Like, I don't want it was never going to work. I don't want a prequel. I don't care about Pamela. I don't want a TV series. This is good news. I don't know. Like, I think if you just throw Jason in the woods killing campers, it's going to be good for a movie, but can it really sustain?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think what you would do is, well, first off, I agree. I don't give a shit about old Pamela Voorhees' titties and her, or I don't care about her. I don't. I know that everybody loves classic Friday the 13th, and yes, it's a good movie, but once you've seen it, Friday the 13th and Pamela Voorhees and The Secret's Out, I don't care about the first movie anymore. Like, I just go and I don't even watch it any longer. I'm just going to go straight into the Jason stuff.
I'm seeing some stuff in the chat. By the way, just so you guys saw someone say something shitty there. That we were not throwing any shade at Cody. Please don't throw shit at Cody Leach. We're friends with Cody. We enjoy Cody. But that's not what we were saying. That was good-natured ribbing and joking about Chucky stuff that we've always done. Don't turn that into a shit on Cody thing.
What do you get in here?
I'll kiss his
You got your fucking goblins in our chat, buddy.
Huh?
No,
Get
people
your
were saying,
dick sucking ass
people
out of
were
my
being,
chat.
there was people being mean to Cody on there, and that's not what we meant to do. We were fucking. We were
Cody's a good
kidding.
guy, dude. Everybody's a good guy except for Grace Randolph. But here's the
Yeah,
thing.
I agree with
Here's the
that.
thing.
And Snyder, who gives a fuck who that guy is?
I don't know who
Anyway,
that is.
No one knows.
Yeah.
No one here knows who he is.
I
That's
don't
the funny thing about it. Nobody gives a fuck.
You have no idea what you did to me. I was like, I don't even know who you are. But here's the thing. I'm saying, like, I think everybody would agree as well. But the Pamela Voorhees thing, the majority of people don't care about her story any longer. They don't care about that character. She's important and a vital part to the Jason lore. But once you figure out and all that stuff, the first Friday the 13th movie, you can move past it. You'll never go back to it again. Most likely, you'll just get into the Jason stuff. And the Jason stuff is what sustains Friday the 13th overall. That's it. It's not the mother stuff at all. Would a Friday the 13th show centered around Jason only work on TV? It would, if they did it where it was like, they would make it where like half of the show, if it was like, say, an hour show every week, 30 minutes of it was focused on like building up the characters of the campers. Like, you would be more in depth and actually learn more about these campers than you ever did in the movie. So that could be more endearing. I don't know. And then have the last 30 minutes of Jason, like, you know, slicing some ass or something, or moving around.
Yeah.
Like, maybe you get to see how Jason makes traps and like hunts shit. I don't know. You know, like, he's like, I got 100.
He does a
squirrel.
YouTube instructional video.
Yeah, he does, like, do it yourself. And he's like, hey, you ever been out in the woods before and wondered, how am I going to catch my dinner? Well, on this video, I'm going to tell you about it. Yeah.
So I don't know. Like, look, I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. Like, I watched some of Hannibal. I didn't finish it, but people who love the show Hannibal are fucking in love with it, and I respect that, and I love that they love it. But like, Brian Fuller, to me, I just the way I read that, the way I read, like, he's like, it just kind of reads as like, I did Hannibal, and if they don't like what I want, then they can go suck a fuck. And I just, to me, maybe there was something there that A24 was like, that ain't it, man. Maybe they were just like, this isn't great, and they had the balls to be like, I'm not saying anything, but I know that Hannibal fans really love Brian Fuller, but maybe there's some truth to what they're seeing in there. You know, maybe this guy is not. I don't know. I see a lot of back and forth with him. That's all I know. And it's weird to me that the show was announced so long ago, and he's constantly posting on Instagram, constantly about Hannibal and this and that. Never mentioned Crystal Lake, never said anything about it. I don't know. I just think something's rotten in the water. And is it a good thing? Fuck no, it's not a good thing. How many fucking Friday the 13th projects have we gotten excited about just to watch get canceled?
You know what? I'm also on the. I'm of the opinion that it's been so long for a Friday the 13th anything. I feel like it really should be a focus on the film. Like, you should go back to the big screen first and get that, let Jason come back and kind of reclaim his throne as a juggernaut of the silver screen, then start focusing on the TV show after that. But then again, I'm just one man. I'm not in Hollywood. Okay. I can't affect change with my voice. I can just talk and bitch about it. But I
gotta do it with your dick. Like a
true.
real man. But and I'm all for it. Like, would I rather see Jason on the big screen? Fuck yeah, I would. But I was never against a Crystal Lake TV series. I was like, that's interesting. Let's see what happens. Will just a generic slasher with Jason going out and murdering people work right now? I think it'll work for one film, but will it really be able to sustain if you don't add some interesting stuff to it? I don't know. And now the thing that's disappointing about this is they had all the right shit figured out. They had all the right stuff figured out. As the guy said, he's like, we can use everything. And I don't know if that's going to be the case now. So there's a solid chance in my mind that this thing goes right back into oblivion and we don't see Jason for another 15 years. But maybe they pick a new showrunner. They decide to go the movie route, and they slap some shit together. And dude, it's not that fucking hard. It is Jason in a fucking hockey mask murdering people. Stop making it so fucking complicated. For God's sake.
I don't think they have to do anything to make it interesting. Fuck that. It's Jason. Keep it the way it is. I don't need an interesting thing. That's like asking a drunk person, yeah, but you need a fancy taco at Taco Bell. It's like, fuck you. I'm drunk. I don't need the cantina. I want the same old shit. Give me a number 2 and fucking soft potato soft taco, bitch.
Yeah.
And then that's it. And then see, that's what I'm saying. Jason doesn't have to have like some bullshit, creative, ideological, fucking artistic, a plot. Like, you don't have to do something. Well, we got to do like, this is a trilogy, like, Halloween. No, just make, literally, it could just be Jason, the whole movie, an hour and a half of him going and doing what he always does, killing campers. And I would fucking love that. I don't give a shit about the fucking story. It's a Jason movie.
Yeah. And look, part of me, I agree, and I also don't. Like, I got 1 foot in and 1 foot
You
out.
agree or shut up?
I do, but I also think that that's gonna work for a movie for sure. But following up, it's got to have something good in it. Like, it's not it's not the days of old, and I think they've got it. They've definitely got it. Look, all they need to do, though, you don't need to go crazy and tell the history of Pamela. You don't need to go do all this shit. You don't need to go and make it artsy fartsy and do all this shit. Listen to me. Please, fucking God, listen to me. Do exactly what Jay said. Make a fucking Friday the 13th movie where Jason goes and kills people in the woods. The only difference is make the characters, specifically the survivors, actually lovable and interesting and people that can carry a franchise further. If we care about the characters, if the characters that are trying to survive him are interesting and fun to watch on screen and not just empty douchebags and TikTok, whatever the fuck, we will care. You just need people you care about, and then we have the built-in villain who's going to be chasing him. But so many movies can't do that people we care about part wrong. So I think it's the right answers in between the two.
That's what I'm saying. In a TV show, it would be good because you can focus on characters more than they've ever done in a movie and build them up over the season. If it's 8 episodes, you can build them up. And then you can maybe have a good like a Tommy or something that comes in, like the guy that or the girl or whatever that's going to be the main.
Tommy was great.
Yeah. So I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, the TV shows could work in that regard, but yeah, at the end of the day, it's a goddamn hamburger with pickle and cheese and onion on it. Just slap it together and let me eat it. I don't need anything fancy, bitch. I'm not asking for that. I want the dollar menu bullshit because I'm on a budget.
Phantom said Friday the 13th characters are always replaceable and just made for high kill counts. I understand that, but that was the 80s. Like, this is now, like, people do crave more. Like, that it's like the Steven Seagal phenom. Like, at the time in the 90s, you could throw Steven Seagal out there and just do a movie around him and fuck him, whatever. It'll work. It'll be great. That would work some great today. And Jason, with his bubble butt. Yeah, Jason being in a bad movie, killing people you don't care about, having empty ass final girls and guys will not work today. Will not sustain.
I don't know if you're like, I don't know. Now I'm just thinking about it. If it's literally about where it's killing off this TikTok annoying ass generation, Logan Paul, Jake Paul shits, people would love that shit. That'd be like a comedic, like, because if you look,
but it's got an expiration date on it. That's not going to last forever. No, you can't.
They always did it. They lasted, but the Friday the 13th series lasted. That was all it was about, was bubblehead moron the teens that they killed. I mean, it lasted for decades. But here's the thing about it. Or you could make it where, like, you know, like they did it. What was it? Friday? I don't know what Friday the 13th that was. The one where it was like it was a lot more comedic. Like the opening was like James Bondish. And it was like a black comedy. It was really funny. Like that could be the route they could go too.
You could go comedy, but again, today
not like all comedy, but yeah, but just make it where it's mixed with the two.
But again, look at the movies in Friday the 13th that worked. The movies that worked had Thor, had Crispin Glover. You had little Corey Feldman's Smashing Pumpkins looking ass. The movies that worked the best. 2009 doesn't really work for that because that was just all about Jason and killing and your tits are so juicy, bro. So that is,
I thought that was
but Jason Lives with Tom Matthews and stuff like that. The Friday the 13th movies that stand the test of time that are actually fun to go back and watch are the ones that actually had interesting characters that you liked.
Well, I think that I would agree with the Corey Feldman one, and then I liked the one with Kane Hodder. I liked that psychic girl, but she wasn't really memorable except for that plot that she was an X-Man, basically. But and then she fucked him up. But yeah, but here's the thing: at the end of the day, I think it's more important to franchises like Halloween and Freddy Krueger, Nightmare on Elm Street, to have a lot more of a fleshed out main and protagonists than it is in something like Friday the 13th. I'm not saying that it wouldn't get stale, but at this point, I just want them to get on the fucking silver. I don't care what they give me. Just give me fucking Jason at this point. I don't care. Yeah. And then we can worry about the details later on. Just shut up and shoot.
that I totally agree. At this point, that's what they need to do with the franchise. Like, just put a fucking movie out, man. Put a fucking movie out. Get somebody that knows horror, that knows slashers. Get to fucking Ty West. I don't know. Anyone. Fucking anyone.
Who's the guy that directed the 2009 movie? That's the guy I get. I don't remember.
I can't remember the
Maybe
guy's name.
get Michael Bay.
But again, in 2009, I don't even think would work today. Like 2009, I don't even think it would work today. It's also sort of a time capsule of a movie. Like I think that could tank today. But like I know that at this point we just want Jason in any fashion whatsoever. But I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do. Marcus Nispel, that's who the guy that directed it was. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I just it's such a fucking simple thing. It's so ridiculous.
You know what? You know what would be crazy? What if they got fucking Zack Snyder directed? That'd be insane, dude.
Dude, I'd watch the fuck out of that.
I know.
I do Dawn of the Dead.
Oh, dude, I think he'd do a great fucking job with that.
That would be amazing. Let's take a quick moment to do a little bit of 80s versus 90s, and then we're gonna get into the super chats, and then we'll keep talking about this as we go along today. So what I've done is I've built some outside of the movie spectrum 80s versus 90s stuff for us to take a look at, for us to vote on. Our buddy Courtney Reed in the chat is going to be handling the polls tonight. We're going to try that. You're going to handle the poll, Courtney. Did you see how I did that?
Use both hands.
But also at the end of the show tonight, we're going to go pure movie. We're going to wait until the end of the show, or the last little hour or so of the show, to go pure movies, maybe 2 hours of the show. And but for now,
are we doing Christian movies then? Pure movies?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, Left Behind, all the best ones.
Yeah, it's great. I like the second one the best.
Yeah, 100%. God, he's the best. I just want to touch him.
I want to sit at his feet and learn.
Not what I meant to say at all. So let me show this screen to you. And all right, here we are. A lot of stuff going on. My brain's mush. So you got the 80s, you got the 90s. We're going to take a vote. I've just got a handful of stuff over here. Let's start with this one. Which one? Vicky Vale in 1989's Batman, Kim Basinger, or Vicky Vale in Batman Forever,
Chase Meridian?
I
would say, listen, Vicky Vale's got that. She's got that hot ass, sexy. Well, she's got that hot ass, sexy librarian that was like, if you're not going to be quiet, I'll just have to spank you. And I like that. That feels good, and that's hot and sexy, and she is quite cute. But then you've also got Chase Meridian. You've got Nicole fucking Kidman. She's a lot taller than you, but that's fine. She could be your dominatrix tonight. She comes in and she's gonna fuck with your brain, and she's probably gonna give you the fucking raunchiest, craziest child like trauma sex that you've ever had in your life. You're gonna love it. But you're also gonna like pay for therapy afterwards too, because it's just gonna be really mind blowing. I would say, but overall, I think I gotta go with Vicky Vale, dude. Not only is she more memorable, like I think she stands out. First off, 89 Batman is one of the best Batman movies of all time. Michael Keaton and her were great. She stands out more in my mind. Vicky Vale, the name itself, it's more.
How's the soup?
You know, as a matter of fact, I've never been in this room before. Yeah, but yeah, I would just say Vicky Vale. She's got a great name. She's got a great look. She's, again, after her, you could argue Michelle Pfeiffer as Catwoman was more memorable, but Vicky Vale.
I was thinking that originally, yeah.
But she has always been, for me, like Batman's woman. Like Vicky Vale is Batman's woman.
So like
like all these other floozies just come and go.
Okay, that's all right. Cordy, we'll figure it out later. It won't let him do the poll thing, so we can work that. I can throw one in. We'll sort that out. But let me put up the poll to you guys and see what you think as we're doing it. Vicky Vale or Chase Meridian? And listen, like as a character, I realize obviously I think Vicky Vale's more important to the Batman lore or whatever. I'm just talking about straight up movie wise for sure.
She's a better movie,
man. As far as like if you're gonna marry her, like if Batman's gonna marry her, like I would probably go Vicky Vale. But dude, I'm telling you, that moment on the rooftop in Batman Forever when she was like, she was wanting it bad.
Oh, dude, I know. She was
like
thirsty.
Stick the car. And she like unveils Vicky. She Vicky Vales herself. I was like, dude, and I've always had a thing for Nicole Kidman. Kim Basinger's weird. Like, I get that she was like a sex symbol of the 80s, which is kind of where this whole idea came. Oh, dude, yeah, come on. Basic Instinct, all that shit.
She wasn't in that. That was Sharon Stone.
Not Basic Instinct. Fucking God damn it! What am I thinking about? Someone tell me.
I don't know. I'd never heard of Kim Basinger until I saw fucking Batman.
Oh, dude, Kim Basinger was in tons of shit in the 80s.
But I didn't watch those kinds of movies. Okay, I'm sorry.
You fucking pervert.
I only watched.
She was Eminem's mom, for God's sakes. No, but before that, she was in a bunch of stuff. I just can't think of shit off the top of my head. Dead Calm. Yeah, I get no Sharon Stone. Just no Sharon Stone.
No Sharon Stone.
But no, Kim Basinger was a huge sex symbol. But dude, ever since I watched To Die For as a kid, I've had it fucking bad. I mean, real bad.
Yeah, she's hot.
For Nicole Kidman, the red lipstick's probably the reason I have a thing for red lipstick these days. And that movie, like, she was on that rooftop, and she was like, she literally turned on the bat signal, and he was like, "It's not a toy, all right? You don't call 911 because you want some dick.
You don't do that. You don't say it because the bat symbol's not a beeper. It's not a beeper.
Yeah, and she was all about like digging into his trauma, and by trauma I mean dick, and all that stuff. So yeah, I'm a Chase Meridian guy, man.
Yeah, but the problem with Chase Meridian, though, she wanted the back cock before she wanted the Wayne cock. At least Kim Basinger wanted Bruce Wayne.
That's true, but I would put on a mask if I had to, if that's what was necessary. If this city needs it.
What'd she say? A guy, she's like, in high school, guys with leather jackets, college motorcycles, and now black leather latex. Like, you fucking whore. Just chasing a trend, huh, Chase? That's your name? Chasing a trend?
Yeah, and plus, dude, while Kim Basinger was great in '89 Batman, she did the whole Walk of Shame. I was like, oh.
Well, here's the thing about Kim Basinger, though, is I think that overall, I think Batman '89, like that's what I would pick over Batman Forever. Like it's never gonna be a competition between either one of them. But
I'm not thinking with my brain, Jay.
Let's say, well, I mean, my wiener too. But here's the thing: at the end of the day,
I also think your dick.
Kim Basinger there was something about her. I liked her as Vicky Vale. I thought she was a good. Like I said, I always think that she's Batman's woman, but she did have a weird. There was something about her, like she kind of looked like she smelled like soup. I don't know what it was. I have no idea what it was.
Because she was eating soup?
No. It wasn't because she was eating soup. I just feel like she would smell like soup. Not like a stinky soup, but like chicken noodle soup or something. Like when she woke up, like if she rolled over, you'd smell like girl's hair or something when you woke up and smell like Per Plus or like whatever. It smelled like really good like girl stuff. Suave. You roll over and smell her hair, it smelled like Campbell's soup. And you're like, why? We didn't even have soup. You're like, why is that? That's weird. Well, I don't know what it is. And she kind of had a stalkerish. She did have a stalkerish vibe to her because he basically said, I don't want you involved in my life. And then she just showed up in the fucking Batcave. But that was Alfred's stupid ass, old dumbass.
Well, oh yeah, she did do that shit. But like, also, like, I mean, I can't help but think of Kim Basinger in 8 Miles. Like, Rabbit, you want to make some pie?
Yeah, she's messed out.
Making mom spaghetti and sleeping with Michael Shannon. But like, yeah, dude, it's Nicole Kidman for me. It's Chase Meridian. But you guys disagree. The winner of this one is Vicky Vale. 54% to 46%. Vicky Vale wins the first poll.
But did you know when my wiener gets hard, my eyes become wide and the light
that you shine can't be seen,
baby. To me, you're like Nicole Kidman from Days of Thunder. That's what I remember. That's what I remember her from.
Saw your re-review of for me it's To Die For. Nicole Kidman and To Die For haunts my dreams. Courtney Reed says, saw your re-review of Halloween Kills and realized it was a lower score than your initial review. How does aging play a part of your reviews? That's a good question, buddy.
Because
there's a dog.
Because we get old and fat and we're like, yeah, we made a mistake. We made a mistake. Don't act like you're Mr. Perfect. Because sometimes what happens is like you get older, you get a new perspective. You go back and you watch things and you're like, I was really excited for it when it came out. And now, not so much. I feel like a dumbass that I was like, I don't know. It happens all the time. You, especially like a huge movie like Halloween. You watch it. It's been a while, and you're like really pumped up, and you're really into it, and you're giving it. And then you go back later, you're like, yeah, I was a little bit dipping into the cocaine a bit, and I don't feel that way.
Yeah, specifically for that movie, it's not that we were wrong about it because I feel like Halloween Kills gets, even from us, I think it gets a bad rap because there's so much bad dialogue and there's so much, like, obviously there's so many eye roll moments and they're like fucking evil dies tonight. Yeah, tonight. But like, yeah, when you go back and you watch it 20 fucking times, certain things start to grate on your nerves that didn't before, for sure. But in the end, I wonder if we weren't right the first time because, and this is why I say this, because we were just talking about Jason and Friday the 13th and slasher movies not being how they used to be and movies requiring more now. But if Halloween Kills was a movie that had no hubbub about it whatsoever and everybody wasn't losing their shit and we weren't doing update videos about it and following every little fucking, rabbit turd, then you would have watched that movie and and really Universal's to blame for this too. You'd have watched that movie and you would have never seen that fire scene before, the fire department scene.
Mm-hmm.
You would have never seen so many of the awesome kills in that movie before, and it would have blown your fucking mind. But they marketed it in such a way that like going to see the movie and it was just I'd seen those scenes 1,000 times by the time we reviewed it. So I guess I don't know what the true meter is in the middle of that, but it's a great slasher movie when you compare it to 80s and 70s slasher movies. As a movie today, doesn't quite hold up as well as it did.
I feel like I don't feel like we were. I feel like we were probably more right in the most recent re-review of it than we were in the initial review that we gave it, because again, it was a very exciting moment, because it was again, Mike said it. We were following every update to that movie, so when it finally hit, we were like, it better be fucking good. I'm gonna make myself like it, and we did. And but it is a good movie. It's a very action-oriented Michael, and I do enjoy that part of the film is that Michael Myers is very unleashed, and you don't see a lot of that anymore. You see it's a very slow build with Michael Myers in a lot of movies. So I liked it that they were just like, he's gonna go crazy and do all this cool shit. Blumhouse showed way too much in the trailers. I wish those had been surprised. That would have been if those had been surprises in the movie, that would have been incredible. But at the end of the day, I mean, it's like what Halloween Kills is like a Roman candle, like a firework Roman candle. It's really fucking pretty, and you're like, oh shit, it's kind of cool, but it's cheap and it runs out fast.
But that's crazy. The same people you will see be like, Halloween Kills fucking sucks, will be the same people who are like, The Burning is a fucking classic, bro. And it's dude, like, come on, like Halloween Kills is as a structured movie. It's better than a lot of the revered 80s slashers that everybody talks about. I think it's a very good fucking slasher movie, and I think as a movie, it's got a lot of fucking.
The dialogue is really what holds it back. But what's holding me back is urine. I gotta go really bad.
Go stick your dick in a toilet, make bubbles with it. See if I give a shit. See if I care. Joshua Ayers with the horns. Hello, my friend. Good evening, boys. I once shared a taxi with Joshua Ayers, and he was very kind and a wonderful kisser. And he says, good evening, boys. I'm super pissed about the Friday 13th cancellation. Gut feeling, it involves Sean S. Cunningham. Dude's a prick. That's what I thought too, dude. So it's been a wild ride. That's what I thought too. I really thought that when this news came out that they were initially going to pull the plug. Now we found out they were just retooling, and that Jeff Snyder of the Insnyders, not someone anyone should follow or get news from, because he's an exaggerating piece of fucking human garbage, at least in my experiences. What were we talking about? That guy looks like a stalker, pervert, fuck. I'm not saying he is. Don't want to get sued. Just saying he looks like one. Anyways, and he has the personality of a fucking turd in a porta potty at the end of a festival where people ate a lot of chili. But what I will say is, I thought it initially too. I was blaming Sean Cunningham in my head up and down, dude. I was like, it's a right situation. It got too complicated. They were just like, fuck it. There's no point in us putting a lot of resources into this. And it is dangerous for Friday the 13th, because you know how fickle the rights and stuff are with this stuff. And they're like, so we're going to put all this effort in and a lot of money in. And what happens if someone just goes, nope, I just decided that here's a fucking lawsuit. Fuck you. Have a nice day. See you on Easter Sunday. I don't think that would be good at all. So it's definitely a risk, I think, for A24 to do this at all. But it turns out that it was just they didn't like what Brian Fuller was doing. So now I'm kind of like, I'm feeling better about it now, knowing what we know. That it's not just a cancellation because of rights. It's because of, maybe it was the allegations. Maybe it was they just didn't like the story. And I'll be honest with you, as much as I was on the bright side of the fence when it came to what they were doing, a pre-remake-ual, I was like, hey, let's do something different. I'm all for some weird shit, you know? Who knows if it'll work out, but we're getting Jason and I'm stoked about it. But like, you know, at the end of the day, we all have the same trepidations. Is this going to work? Is doing a Jason prequel at all going to work? Is it going to work in a TV series? If it goes to Peacock, are people going to watch? Worst case scenario, it's fucking awesome, and they cancel it after one season because it's on the wrong network. And then we don't get Jason for 10 years because they think we're not interested, when it's like, no, we wanted it to be on fucking Netflix or HBO Max or somewhere where it has a chance to go viral and mean something. It's a fucking wild road, dude. But I appreciate you, Josh. Thank you so much, buddy. Mike Parton, last stream you forgot Hills Have Eyes, Piranha, Scanners, Basket Case, Ghoulies, Reanimator, Witchboard, Stepfather, Maniac Cop, Night of the Demons, Tremors, Species, Resident Evil, Underworld, Hostel, and Hatchet. As far as I guess what did we do last stream? Best top 10 horror openings of all time. It's not that we forgot them, Michael Parton. It's that they didn't make our top 10. But some of those definitely have great opening scenes.
I forgot those.
Absolutely correct.
Shit,
They forgot them.
I forgot them. Well, Resident Evil, because I'm on a Mexican radio. Have you ever heard that song?
I love that song.
That's a good song,
Authority Zero did like a punk remake of it.
Dude, it's funny. I forgot to. I was telling April. I said, "Hey, she got some hummus," and I was like, "I tried that hummus that you got." But I said, "Yeah, I got that hummus. I tried some of the hummus in the fridge." And she's like, "What?" I was like, "Oh yeah, never mind. It didn't blow up. I made hummus." Because I said, I'm glad I didn't say it like outside. Like, I'm glad I didn't say it in public. Like, hey, that Hamas is in the kitchen.
Jesus God Almighty in heaven. Texas tornadoes. Joe Valentine says, "Sup guys? I finally won the bid on the job I wanted. I hope you didn't spell it that way on your resume."
Joe, are you a fucking character in fucking The Simpsons? Why are you talking like that? Did you have a Duffy beer? Hey, homie, I got the bid on the job.
Hey, cheers to you, Joe.
Cheers,
Fuck
man.
yeah, dude. Congratulations, man. Keep this shit up. Thanks, buddy. I'm going to go pee now. We are at Jason Perez at 803 Palm.
Okay.
Oh, the Palm. And I'll start us out where you find your place. It says, "Hey brothers, y'all hear Tarantino scrapped his final project? Yeah, he was going to do a movie about a movie critic, which I was fucking fascinated with. He said, Mike, I started watching True Detective, loving it so far. Jay, watch True Romance. It's top 3.
No,
Dude,
you asked me to do it.
It is True Romance and True Detective. I don't know why you went to the T section of your movie shelf that day, but season 1 of True Romance or True Detective, Jay, it would be your favorite fucking season of TV of all fucking time. And you refuse to watch it, and I'm gonna come over there and make out with you. But like, I'm gonna eat fish first.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
I didn't know. Yeah, I didn't know about the Tarantino thing, but that's cool. That's cool.
Let's just
I know. I was literally gonna say something else, and then my brain farted. I totally forgot. But all right.
But you're 100% right about True Detective. And yeah, the Tarantino thing sucks, dude. I think he's overthinking it. Like, he's like, I'm only doing 10 films. He's on his 10th film, so it's got to be perfect. Dude, just make 15 films and stop fucking, just make 15 fucking
dude. Be
films.
a monk and make movies.
Yeah, you fuck. All right, I'll be right back.
Okay, see you soon.
I'm Jay, and I'm big, and I'm full of stuff. And you're cum, because I love the way it tastes in my mouth.
Part.
Oh, he loves Diet Coke, and I'll be right back.
All right, Christopher McIntyre, thank you so much, dude. Says, "What's up, Wham family? Watch this video called Michael Myers' Army versus Dr. Lumis. Hysterical." No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna watch it, Chris. Okay, we will. What's it called? Video called Michael Myers' Army versus Dr. Lumis. Okay, we'll see what that's all about eventually at some point, but we will. Thank you so much, Chris, for stopping by and saying hello and dropping your pants for us to study. Daniel Torres, thank you so much, says Dr. Chalice. Okay, that's for Mike. That is 805. Kyle says, "Hey, Mike and Jay, you guys rock. Thanks for all you do." Thank you, Kyle. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. Kyle says, "Watched Abigail. Awesome. So fucking good." Abigail, did I see that? Let me check this out. Oh, by the way, if you guys notice, my computer's working again. It dried out from all the fucking beer that I spilled on it. I've not seen Abigail. No, I don't. I can't talk to you, Kyle, about it. I don't know anything about it. That's cool. I'm glad you liked it, dude. Trucking Inspired says, "I missed the last few, but my family's still missing. And can I get a Garth Brooks Dr. Loomis?"
You want a goddamn Garth Brooks? What are you talking about? I don't sing goddamn country music. Call the authorities. If Garth shithead Brooks is the one that's kidnapped your family, tell him. So listen, this cowboy asshole that used to be big in the 90s is a country guy. Maybe in the early 2000s. He stole my family in his goddamn Ford pickup truck. And the last thing I heard was "Like a Rock." That's what he was singing. That's what you do. I can't catch him for you. Jesus, trucking. Thank you, man. Gary B says, "I watched Abigail today. It was great, even though I thought Blumhouse directed it. Trailers gave away too much."
Man, that's what Blumhouse is all about. They give away way too much, much like me in the bed. But I will, yeah, I like from what I saw, I had to look up the movie. I do remember seeing the trailers for it. It looked pretty good. I haven't watched it, but apparently everyone else is enjoying it. But yeah, Blumhouse has always been that kind of company, dude. They just show. It's not just them. It's a lot of the companies, those studios. They show way too much in trailers because I think they're just really scared that no one's going to give a fuck about their movie. So they're like, let's just show all the good stuff. All the good stuff. That's like when you meet a guy or a girl out and they seem really awesome and they're really cool, but next thing you know, they're fucking like stalking you. They're stealing CDs out of your truck or your car. They're fucking slashing tires. Fucking crazy bitches out there. Like after the great sex, then you find out they're all psychodoodles. I know. Dean Cream between. I'm the dean, and my creams are between. They are indeed. Thank you. It's not just a clever name. We understand, Dean Cream. Angelo, the Cisco kid, says, "Oh yeah, catching another one." See, I said it like that because you got an exclamation point at the end of that. Rather be Frankenstein's monster, but all your body parts suck / injured. Unathletic swamp monster who can't swim. God damn, dude. You sound just like my fucking coach in high school. No, I didn't have one because I didn't play college. Anything. Or sports anything. But I don't know what you mean. Rather be Frankenstein's monster, but all your body parts suck injured. Is that a question? You got asthma? What the fuck is going on, Angelo? Thank you, though, for tuning on in. We like to have you here. Michael Parton also says, you think they could take the film rights back to Paramount, although Platinum Dunes is too busy with A Quiet Place and a Rosemary's Baby prequel, which I don't give a fuck about. To be honest with you, and I know that people love Rosemary's Baby, I never was a fan of it. I don't know what it was. I never liked it. I thought it was kind of boring. I mean, it wasn't appealing to me. So a prequel of that, I don't give a fuck. But yeah, you're right. As far as Platinum Dunes getting the rights back to it, I'd be fine with that if they did want the rights back, because I thought they did a phenomenal job with the 2009 Friday the 13th. But yeah, you're right. They're not interested in it at all. But I mean, listen, I'm going to have a little bit more faith and be a little bit more positive about it. I mean, A24 isn't exactly a shitty studio, so maybe they are going to do well. But I don't know. I just don't like the fact that they switched it up and said we don't like the direction that this particular showrunner is going. We want to do something kind of different. That's not always a good thing, but it could be. We'll find out. Holly, Roxy, thank you. Hey boys, what are y'all's thought on the new Superman reveal? I saw that. I hated it personally. Oh, but still hoping the movies are good. Love y'all. Love you, Holly. Yeah, well, here's the thing. I saw the suit. The guy looks good. I mean, he does look. I don't know why you just didn't keep Henry Cavill. He just looks like a Wish.com version of Henry Cavill. But either way, I digress. The suit itself, the emblem, I like the emblem. The emblem, it reminds me of Kingdom Come, the comic. The suit itself, the boots, I'm not a fan of the boots. I know this is getting real like specific and like picky on it, but I thought the boots looked like shit. The suit itself, there's something of it looked baggy, right? It looked like old Soups needs to like start hitting the gym and like bulk up a little bit, but I don't know. It just didn't look like it fit him really well. And I mean, people didn't like. So I saw somebody on Twitter had brightened the image up because it looked really dark and drab. So what they did was what they did with just a very simple like brightening of the image is they brightened Superman's suit where it's like really blue, and then the symbol, the shield is a Christopher Reeve Superman shield, and then it's like a bright day in Metropolis in the background, and it looks incredible. It looks really good versus what they gave us. I'm with you. I didn't hate it. I felt it was a little, I don't know. It just looked baggy on him. I don't know what it was. I understand what they were going for, though. There's obviously some kind of destruction. I think somebody was saying Goku, Dragon Ball Z. There's a fight happening in the background in Metropolis, and Superman's like, "Fuck, I gotta do this shit again." He's putting his boots on again. It did have that very like Superman. And if you look at the suit, it looks like it's kind of like dirty and like been through it, like it's battle worn. So Superman's literally, it looks like he's been fighting, and he's like gonna be like, "Shit, I gotta go do it again." But yeah, I understand. Like it's very divisive. It's a very divisive image, and it's strange. It's weird. James Gunn is continuing to divide, not him continuing, but another thing that James Gunn has done that's going to divide fans. I think that they should have just kept Henry Cavill and kept the suit. I like the suit that they had on Henry Cavill, and I don't really think it needed to change, but I do like the shield. The shield that the Superman symbol looks good. I do like the Superman symbol, but it looks like it's baggy on him.
It does, dude. It was one of those things I saw, and I was like, "Oh yeah, it looks like Superman." It kind of looks like Henry Cavill to me, like, you know what I mean, or Henry Cavill. Like it looks like it, and I'm sure this guy's. And obviously, that's a I think that they definitely like Photoshop the background to do whatever. Like I'm tired of, obviously everyone's tired of like, oh my God, a beam in the sky. But I don't think that has anything to do with the plot maybe. But I saw people like saying the craziest shit like, oh my God, he's putting on shoes. How feminine. And I'm like, guys, we're reaching too far. It's Superman.
What
but
a pussy bitch.
Yeah, I agree with you though. Like I do think that maybe for the first reveal of the suit, you remember when they did Zack Snyder's first reveal and he was walking out of that fucking thing just pure looking badass and it looked awesome. This is kind of like, I'm not sure why they chose this version of it as the first release, and you can clearly see he has red trunks there, which is, I don't know how you feel about trunks, but whatever, it's trunks. But you're right.
If you look at that, if you look at the collar, it's got a high collar, which is more about the new 52 look, which is down there right there. The James Gunn's,
it's true.
The new 52, the high collar. I'm fine with the high collar. The undies on the outside of the pants. Listen, I thought the Henry Cavill suit was awesome. I thought it was updated, but it kept the same Superman feel to it. It was just a little bit more modernized. And this one, it looks baggy. I don't know what it is. It just looks baggy. But you know what? I don't care. You know what? Those people were right. I thought I was going to watch a Superman movie, not a super gay movie. He's putting on shoes.
How dare he wear shoes? Real men walk in broken glass.
No, but you're right. He is the Wish.com version of Henry Cavill, which why didn't you just keep Henry Cavill? It's like you went and got somebody that looks like him, but you didn't keep him.
Right, but also like we haven't seen him portray Superman. No, he could be better than Henry Cavill.
That's like saying that there's the Santa Claus isn't real. That's fucking.
It could be. I don't know.
No, it's not. I don't want to hear your mouth. But no, like here's the thing. Also, obviously there's some. By the way, why has he got knee pads on? Like I don't like. Look at the fucking. It's like he's got knee pads stitched in that shit. That's because he's on his dick or his knee sucking dick for Batman. No, but I don't like that.
You're not going to get a true internet response from stuff like this because of the Snyderverse folks. We're Team Snyder for sure. Like as far as he got screwed over with that whole thing, but like also that doesn't mean you have to attack everything everybody does from Superman from now to the end of time. You're just giving what your whole cause a bad name by doing that. Not you. I'm talking about the internet.
No, I know.
But people are like they're tearing it apart like it's the worst fucking thing ever just because of the Snyder stuff, and that's just ridiculous. Like this is another human being who has nothing to do with how bad Warner Brothers screwed over Snyder and how bad they screwed over Cavill. This is a whole different team, a whole different human being right here. I'm gonna give him a chance. I hope it's fucking awesome.
No, I think I think most people want it to succeed. They want to see a good Superman movie, and I'm fine. I'm not. I even said when I saw it, I'm like, I wasn't the biggest fan of the suit, but it looked fine to me. It didn't look like anything that was like striking and like, holy shit, this is so different. I'm gonna hate it. And like I like the shield. The shield does look cool. The high collar's fine. But yeah,
and you're right. New 52 all over it.
Yeah, that's a new 52. But at the end of the day, yeah, I hope it's good. And James Gunn has a good track record of making good movies, so it should be fine.
Yeah, I think it will be. I think it'll be good. I think it'll be fine. I did see this one.
805.
Yeah. Dr. Chalice, I need advice on how to cut back the Boilermaker intake. All jokes aside, just wanted to support. Love y'all. Get it up, baby. Get it up. And listen, the way you stop is. In the 70s, when I was growing up, my father caught me with a pack of cigarettes and a woman, and is
that what they're calling it in San Francisco?
Yeah, she had garments on, But what he did is he made me smoke a whole carton of cigarettes, and then he made me sleep with 8 to 12 people, and filmed it. That's beside the point. I turned out to be a doctor. I'm fine. But moderation is for cowards. And what you need to do is you need to have 17 Boilermakers, and then maybe you'll be sick of them. Maybe you won't. I don't know. Don't do that, by the way. If you have 17 Boilermakers, you will die. That was a character. Don't you blame me for your alcoholisms.
If you have 17 Boilermakers and you die, you're a pussy. Don't come to my bar.
Yeah, don't come back to life.
Don't come to my bar, man.
Boilermakers will get you, man, at the Cubs game. What timestamp did you leave off on, you piece of duty crap?
Holly Roxy was the last one. Was the Superman
At what time, Jay?
I don't fucking know. I don't do numbers.
Damn it!
Let me see. I'll tell you in a second.
I see her. I got her.
Okay,
I got her.
Good.
That was last time you did.
Good.
Fucking good. Fucking great. Fucking wonderful. Why don't you write a song about it and shut up?
I will.
How about we do another 80s versus 90s before we get into the rest, dude? So the 80s have won. You guys picked Vicky Vale. You were wrong, but you picked Vicky Vale. How about, and I feel like we've maybe done this one before, but someone brought it up on Twitter, and I thought if we hadn't, then it'll still be fun nonetheless.
Yeah, I feel like we've done that before.
I feel like we may have too, but just in case, the 80s Ninja Turtles toys versus the 90s X-Men toys. By the way, have you watched X-Men 97 yet?
No.
Get on it. God
No,
damn
but
it.
I did watch all of I binge watched all of Fallout. Fucking great. Badass.
That's not what I asked you.
I don't care what you asked me.
I would like you to shut the fuck up and just
How about I
watch
sit over
X-Men
there and suck
97.
your dick? What? I said shut up.
It might pacify me for a few minutes.
It better be a few days because I'm going to give it my all. Who was there?
It's so good though. You got to watch X-Men 97. Oh my God, it's good.
I want to get on it.
I'm gonna put the vote for you guys, but honestly, Ninja Turtles are tough because they also made a bunch of Ninja Turtles toys in the 90s that were also just as awesome. But I gotta give this one to the 90s X-Men toys, dude. Were they great? No, some of them were ugly as shit. But goddamn, the packaging was better than the actual toys. But if anybody remembers KB toys in the 90s and like Weapon X Wolverine and Cyclops and the one where you could flick the back and his lights would come on his eyes, there was nothing better than that. But I do love the Turtles toys as well.
Yeah,
I'm going X-Men.
Yeah, Toy Biz X-Men were fucking great. And the variety of it, the Blackbird was awesome. The little, vehicles that came with it, it was all great. They were great. They looked like, they were very accurate to the comics also, to the X-Men, the way they were portrayed in the 90s, which was perfect. And again, Turtles were great. I love the Turtles too, but and they had some great vehicle accessories also. But dude, the 90s X-Men will always win. It will always win hands down. They got too many great characters that you get to play with. I will
say the Ninja Turtles had better vehicles because you had the turtle van and stuff like that.
No, Mike, they didn't. Okay,
the X-Men they had the X-Bird or the X-Jet or whatever. That
Blackbird. God damn, dude.
Whatever. It was a big blue fucking plane and it kind of.
God, don't let your racism hold you back from saying it correctly.
You remember the Mr. Sinister toy, dude, where his eyes would light up red?
Yeah.
Oh shit, that was cool.
Dude,
Professor X in his chair.
X-Men. What do you mean? Like, why couldn't you make a movie revolving around fucking Mr. Sinister? I wanted to see that. Would be great, dude. But rather than Apocalypse, and they did that shitty Apocalypse. Even though Oscar Isaacs is a great actor, you guys wrote a bad script for him. But I'm saying Mr. Sinister, I'd rather have that focus and then go into Apocalypse.
Sinister.
But anyway.
No, I agree with you on that 100%. And we never got a Mr. Sinister. They hinted at it, but we never got it. Dude, hear me out. I know we might be a little bit old for it, but I think they can make it work. I was thinking about this today. Mr. Sinister, Timothy Olyphant.
He can do it.
You like it, don't you?
Well, no,
just say you like it. You don't have to shit on it just because it's all. But
then again, Timothy Olyphant's come on records that he hates fucking comic books. So
has he?
No, I was making it up. I was disagreeing with you.
Butt fucker.
No, he would be good though. But he's also got and I have a special place in my heart and heart for Timothy Olyphant because I saw him outside of a Walmart at 3:00 in the morning. So that guy can do no wrong for me.
That's fair. But dude, God, I love Jim Lee, Cyclops. Look how ripped he is right there. It's just so sexy, so hot. What? That's not what I meant to say.
Well, they all were great. They all had great abs and pecs, and the women actually had big old boobies and cheeks. So,
but wait, I didn't like watching the X-Men 97 show. I've not realized once. I've not looked at him once and been oh my God, Rogue looks so
I wasn't gonna watch it and be like, yeah, if she don't have big ass cakes, fuck it.
Dude,
but
that show will blow your mind.
By the way, also, do you remember the 90s the X-Men toy, the Sentinel? It was like that big, like the feet didn't move, but you could like push a button and the fist would fly out of his arm, and you could do that. Like it was, but like they had
like
great,
that tall.
Yeah, they were cool, man. I know. I was like, fuck, I should have kept that. I had one and then I broke it.
Well, it's crazy. If you go to flea markets now, they have X-Men, 90s X-Men toys out the wazoo, but they don't have any of the really good ones, Like they don't have like the Cyclops or the Wolverine. Some of these people.
Oh, you mean all the white people, Mike?
What?
God damn, you're so racist, dude. You're so fucking disgusting. You're like all the good ones.
What?
All the good. No, you're just naming all the white guys.
It's called X-Men for a reason.
Oh yeah.
Jeez, you guys.
Smith had been Storm. She would have got the hair down because at one point Storm is bald in the Age of Apocalypse.
God, shut up, Jay.
She wouldn't have to do it much. Like there's no research involved.
Just listen to the smooth sounds of Michael Vargas.
I'm not. Go ahead.
All right, I can't wait for the verses. I just watched Bloodsport for the first time, and wow! How come you teach him but not me? Love you both. Love you too, man. He's quoting Bloodsport. How come you coach him but not me?
Oh yeah, you cannot get katana sword by stealing. All right, you did not flinch. You have fighting spirit. You're not going to call the cops. Not if we can make a deal. That sounds like in today's world, if we can make a deal, old man says that to young boy. What kind of deal?
The Dalai Lama.
Come into the bedroom, pull pants down. That means come
Come give Dalai Lama tongue kiss. Yes.
Yeah, it's it wouldn't work in today's content, but yeah, Bloodsport's the greatest martial arts movie of all time.
I do not argue with that one bit. Zachary Hogan's hero says, "Hello, sick fucks." that's fair.
It's live.
Hope you all are doing well. Started collecting comics again, and was wondering if you two have any suggestions. So far, I have Deadpool Kills Marvel, 2 other Deadpool comics, and Injustice years 1 through 4.
That's solid.
Before you say that, I just want to do my Batman Begins Ra's al Ghul impression, like suffering and injustice. I love the way he says that.
Well, you've already got a great lineup there. Deadpool Kills Marvel is a badass comic book. I hope we see that at least in an animated form. I'm sure we won't with Disney and they're apparently Deadpool 3 and getting this made has been a goddamn migraine inducing stress levels of Hiroshima type of situations. So I doubt you'll ever see that. Deadpool comics are great. Injustice that's another thing. Injustice, man. Can we please have a movie about that? Holy fuck, dude. I want an Injustice movie, which we could have maybe gotten at least something close to it if Snyder hadn't fired. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm not going to bitch about it. My period is running out. Suggestions. I would also get, I don't know, like today's comic books. Man, Marvel comics are not exactly what they used to be. So I have no idea as far as like what would be a good run for you to get. If you're going to go back though, like as far as any of the Infinity War, Infinity Gauntlet are great. Those are great comic books. They're better than the movies. Infinity War's not, but Infinity Gauntlet, the comic books. Anyway, man, you know what? Just let your heart and fart be your guide. You're gonna be okay. But apparently X-Men is doing stay away from X-Men. Modern X-Men, stay away from it.
What I would say, dude, is like honest to God, the Deadpool run of comic books. They have these. What happened?
That's fine.
First,
the radio. I'm on the Mexican
radio. There's these Deadpool books, and I can't think of the name of them, but I just bought them a couple years ago, and there's like 6 of them, and it's not an omnibus, but it's like multiple of the main Deadpool comics. Email me, WeWatchMovie2@gmail.com. I'll send you exactly what they are, but you can find them pretty cheap for like $10 online, dude. And I had a blast reading those. There's like the main events that Deadpool went through, and with him teaming up with Captain America and him teaming up with Wolverine, obviously. Tons of great ones in there. Don't do Heroes Reborn like we did. That was some of the main shit I collected in the 90s growing up.
No, wait a minute.
It was fine, but fuck, not what they promised us.
They were mass produced, but they were definitely quick on them. They were trying to make a quick dollar. But here's the other thing, by the way. I just now remembered one of the best modern comic books, like modern-ish. It's not Marvel, but it's one of the best. Like I'd read in a while. The Batman Who Laughs. That whole fucking storyline is so goddamn good, dude. Like that's basically the idea is what would happen to Batman if he got infected by the Joker gas and became the Joker. So he's got all of Batman's intellect and abilities, and then he's as insane as Joker is. Fucking great, dude. Holy shit.
And just 2 quick recommendations. My favorite comic book of all time. I literally have a tattoo of the Superman Doomsday storyline's fucking amazing. If you're going to go into Superman at all, the entire Doomsday storyline's amazing. Even maybe not when they go into like Red versus Blue Superman and all that, but just the Doomsday storyline. And then Wolverine versus the Punisher, a comic book series. It was like a 3 or 5 limited series that nobody ever talks about. 5. My favorite fucking comic run of all time, dude. Wolverine versus Punisher.
Except when you find out what happens at the end, and you're like, well, that's stupid.
But I thought it was cool because like you could actually still like we won't give it away, but like there is a huge thing.
What are we, some kind of comic book channel? Let's move on.
Tennessee made 731. Hey, Wham fan, you spelled it wrong. Fuck. Good to see your fucking faces. Also, can Lumis say hi to me? Been subbed to you guys for like 6 years. I love your fucking faces.
No.
Hello, Tennessee made 731 times. I guess that's what it means. Why are you wait? What are you doing? Look at all that cocaine around you. Where are you at? Huh? Colombia? Are you on a farm? I don't like it. Are you trying to pretend that you're cold? You're actually a goddamn cocaine user. TN made 731 felonies you've committed. Shut up. Hello. Goodbye.
As far as the vote for 80s versus 90s Ninja Turtles versus X-Men toys, you guys voted against Jay and I, and you said
shit.
80s TMNT figures 54% to 46%. So that's 2 for the 80s, none for the 90s.
Well, I mean, like I can't argue. Like the Turtles for the 80s were great. I mean, they were great. They were a great toy line.
I disagree. Shut up.
Shut the fucking hole.
I got one for you here. This is a little bit different. And again, in the last hour and a half or so, we're gonna go straight movies. But these are just some fun, nostalgic ones for us to do. This is stuff right here. All right, this is stuff.
There. God damn it, it feels good. Where's the WCW? Where's WCW?
Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point. I wish you would have texted me that earlier when I asked you for ideas, Jay. What the fuck?
Court.
God damn it! Fuck court.
The judge. Shut up! I got a text.
I'm working. That's what you just said to the judge. I'm working.
He's like, you gotta work your ass in the fucking jail cell. Contempt.
Just like Trump. Listen, the 80s kid starter pack, which includes Garbage Pail Kid stickers, a little RC motor car action, the Walkman cassette tapes, jean jacket, Converse shoes, the original Nintendo, Thundercats, and fucking Rat Tail. We all knew a kid who had a Rat Tail. On the 90s side, you got Nintendo 64. Oh God, it's underrated. So underrated.
It's probably the best. It's probably the best system Nintendo ever put out. Shut your fucking mouth, Switch console user.
That's possible. You got the Sony CD Walkman with the anti-skip protection, which never fucking worked. You try to mow your lawn, putting your CD player in your pocket, never fucking worked. Yep. Anti-skip is a bunch of bullshit. You got Lunchables. By the way, I heard that Lunchables have lead in them. Don't give them to your kids. And then
that's why we're fucking stupid because we ate them all the time.
That's probably.
Hey, did you ever eat paint chips as a kid? No, why?
And then you got the programming of the 90s, including Nickelodeon and Ren and Stimpy and all that good stuff. What are you guys choosing? If you got to choose one, I'm going to put it in the vote now. Jay, while I do that, what do you think?
Well, here's the thing. Also on the 80s side, I remember Thundercats, but I remember He-Man more than Thundercats. Also, the real Ghostbusters came out on the 80s. I feel like they had a lineup for at least Saturday morning cartoons. I mean, they had also like the Turtles. In the 90s, man, what I remember the most about the 90s is I do remember they did have a great programming and also Saved by the Bell, all that shit. In WCW, and the Attitude Era of WWF, but the WCW and the NWO, that's what I remember. And playing Zelda Ocarina of Time and GoldenEye on the N64. And I'll pick the 90s, and here's the reason why. I'm not saying the 80s itself probably did. The 80s itself might win for a lot of you folks, and I understand why, because it does have a more of a powerful, like, decade-defining type of energy about it versus the 90s. But I grew up in the 90s. Mike and I both did. So I remember more fondly the 90s.
Yeah, we will skew 90s.
Yeah, I'm not saying, like, if someone's like, well, would you go back in time and live in 84 for a week, or would you live in 94? Well, I'd probably go back in 94 because I remember it so fondly. But 84, but I get it though. Like Converse, the jean jacket, Back to the Future's plan. You got your Walkmans on. I mean, you feeling good. You're on the Mexican, the radio. Yeah,
Mexican, the radio.
Yeah, dude, that song is gonna be stuck in my fucking head all night. But but I'm gonna go with the 90s.
I'm all 90s too, dude. Look, 80s are a little bit at a disadvantage because, and that's what was so hard when I go to make these. It's like the 90s, like by definition, everything was better because technology was a little bit better. But like, what are you more nostalgic for or whatever? Yeah. Like, and I do that Nintendo 64 to me is really what takes it over the top. We had so many good times. Like, you had good times playing Nintendo. So don't get me wrong; it was so fucking annoying. The worst thing about cleaning your room, kids, in the 80s and 90s was when you got to those fucking NES remotes and they were all tangled up and you had to untangle them. That shit was fucking, kids will never know today. You got with your wireless remotes.
Super Nintendo also came out in the 90s.
Yes.
So that's even that's just another bonus right there.
Yeah, I mean, and overall, if you ask me 80s, 90s, which one, I'm taking 90s 10 times out of 10. But in this specific case, yeah, it's the 90s again.
And who can forget that dial-up sound of the fucking dial-up internet where you're like, please God, buffer, I need to look at this porn. Mom, don't pick up the phone, Mom. Don't pick up the phone.
The hard thing about TV shows, by the way, is that like almost every fucking great 90s TV show started in 1989, but it didn't get good until the 90s.
Yeah, that's true.
TV shows sucked in the 80s.
Saved by the Bell, I think, actually started in 89. It might, I think it did. I think
89, it was.
89, yeah. But then, like in 19, but here's one: Beavis and Butthead started in the 90s.
That was the absolute 90s.
Ren and Stimpy started in the 90s. I mean, like
it's stuff. The 80s doesn't really have anything to offer TV show wise against the 90s. The 90s crushes.
Jackass started in the 90s. No, or maybe it was early 2000s.
I think that may have been 2000s. Yeah,
maybe 2001 or two. But yeah, like I mean, the 90s had some fucking. Dude, you guys remember on MTV the Max? like an Aeon Flux, those weird ass fucking cartoon shows that would come on after the Real World. Oh,
No,
the
that shit
Real
was
World.
wild, dude.
Yeah, dude, you'd watch those weird, like, what the fuck? Like, I've never had acid in my life. I've never taken it, but I was like, watching those cartoon shows is like, this is probably what acid feels like. If I took it, it's like this.
Yeah, that shit was wild. And it reminds me of the time I was trying to impress a girl and I bought a sugar cube of acid for $10. And then she stayed at the party with all the cool kids. And then I went home by myself because she was definitely friend zoning me. And I took the sugar cube of acid and I sat in front of my TV and I literally turned on Ren and Stimpy thinking, oh, here it comes. Here it comes. And nothing ever happened. The guys who stole the girl I liked sold me a sugar cube for $10. And it was just
what a maroon. What
it was
an
just a cube
idiot. But no, well,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Unsolved Mysteries came out in the 80s. Rescue 911, I think, was the 80s. But I remember Rescue, but I remember those in the, for whatever. Tales from the Crypt was the 80s. Fuck, dude, they had Tales from the Crypt.
Well,
Shit.
even the stuff that
but we had real sex. We had real
better.
sex. HBO had real sex.
But even the stuff that was better in the 80s, that was born in the 80s, got better in the 90s. So it's just in TV shows, it's impossible to tell.
Yeah, I don't know,
But
man. I just for the 90s for me, it's just like, well, we grew up in the 90s. So I like again in 1990, I was 6 years old. But so in 94, I was 10. So I was the N64 and the Super Nintendo. Like I was a kid and I was getting to enjoy
so old.
I know, I'm 40. I'm 40. And then
I'm
90,
a man.
I'm a goddamn man. I drink Michelob Ultra. Yeah, it might be a little gay, but that's all right. Everybody's a little gay nowadays.
We won one, buddy. We won one. The 90s starter pack wins 77% to 23%.
That's what we like to see. That's what we like to see. That's what we like to see.
Give it up.
My throat will be
How about that? How about that? Dude, oh, by the way, can we talk about something for a second? Brandon, I'm going to get right back to you. Can we fucking talk about something, chat? I'm going to put a vote for this too, by the way, because I was going to make a joke and put this in there. But who won the fucking rap battle? Who won the fucking rap battle?
Drake.
Was it Kendrick or Drake?
I saw I saw that. No, Drake. I heard about it. He rapped like something about it. Like he goes, "If I fucked a kid, I'd be like in jail." And they're like, "Why'd you say that for?" Like that's they're like, "Why?" That's something like you would put out in a statement, not in a rap song. You dumbass. Like, why would you say that in a rap song?
I've been enamored with this shit all fucking week. Me and my 14-year-old daughter have just been like texting back and forth and like listening to the rap battle songs together. Dude, it's crazy. If you guys don't know this, you should just take like an afternoon and listen to all of the fucking raps back and forth. And I'm here to tell you, in my opinion, Kendrick has fucking smoked Drake. I mean, fucked him up. Drake is dude, Kendrick killed, in my opinion, Kendrick crushed Drake, killed him, ended the fucking beef with Meet the Grams, and then Not Like Us. And then Drake released No Heart in the Six, or whatever the fuck it was called. And the entire fucking diss track was just him going, I'm not a pedophile. If I was, he's like, I'm famous. So like, that's how you know I'm not a pedophile. Yeah. And everybody's like, that is a terrible excuse for not being a pedophile. But Bryan Singer, fucking, obviously Epstein, shit like that.
Michael Jackson called and said, "Can I have my microphone back?"
In my opinion,
he was never convicted.
Killed Drake, and then Drake came back to life just to commit suicide and kill him fucking self.
No, dude,
I think it's Kendrick easy.
Drake's career, he's pretty much at this point, he's probably talking himself in the mirror after he's taken a couple ibuprofen because his headaches are just fucking mind-splitting headache. He's like, I wonder if The Weeknd's hiring. It's like I just feel like I'd be like a background like singer or something at The Weeknd.
Oh, he's fucked. Yeah, sure. But it's probably A minor. Like, dude, if you
I didn't even know about this. I literally only knew about this after I saw something where somebody was reacting to it because I didn't even know. I don't follow Kendrick or Drake. I mean, yeah, I know it's shocking, right? I look like I'm a Drake fan. I don't follow those guys. So I saw something about it. I was like, what the fuck? And I looked into it. I'm like, this is insane. Like, Drake is stupid. It's like, dude, you're dumb. Like, first off, like, I saw his lyric. I'm like, why would you put this in your fucking song? I don't know why you would put this lyric in your song. This is like saying, you're in the electric chair and they're like, shit, the power's not working. I guess you're not gonna be executed. And the guy's like, the inmate's like, hey guys, look, I found a fucking outlet that works. Oh, okay.
He even brought up Millie Bobby Brown. He was like, I didn't do nothing with Millie Bobby Brown. And Kendrick never even brought up Millie Bobby Brown. He brought it up himself, dude. And now a bunch of shit's coming out. Dude, I mean, just awfulness. But I'll tell you this, it does make for a good gym playlist. If you want to take the whole beef and put it in a gym playlist and you're at the gym It gives you the fire. Like it gets you go. But apparently shit's gotten real, dude. Did you see Drake's bodyguard just got shot? No. And I don't know if that has anything to do with it or if it's a crazy fan or like what, but like someone actually shot and almost killed one of Drake's bodyguards. So shit's getting real.
I bet they try to say that to Kendrick's like, hey, one of his bodyguards got shot, man. We need to cool this off. He's probably like, I forgot the part where that was my problem. He's like evil Tobey Maguire.
I got you for 3 minutes.
You stuck on this. I gotta go pee again. I'll be back.
Okay. You'll go take a pee. But yeah, dude, I've been enamored with that shit. It's wild to me. But I'll be honest, like I don't like Drake at all. I've never liked Drake. The whole like They Not Like Us thing was like such a smart angle to play for Kendrick Lamar, I thought. And I think I've never liked Drake. His whole thing is just like, well, I'm rich, but I'm really rich. And it's like, okay, that's not that interesting to me though. So, but yeah. You guys agree with us, and you say that Kendrick has won the rap battle just like most of the world does. 89% to 11%. I'm sorry for you 11% Drake fans, but I thought it was funny. The night after Drake dropped his diss, trending number one on the internet was, my daughter's laughing at me right now because I'm talking about it. Trending number one on the internet was not Drake. Like after he put it out as Drake, shit was embarrassing. Like, and I don't even like Drake's rap songs. It's like way better than the singing shit that he does. So like I could even like go for it as a song, but yeah, content wise, there's no doubt. Kendrick won. And now that I know that's what you all came here for, you wanted to know. You're like, no one can announce who won the Kendrick Drake beef until we watch a movie declares a winner. And now we have. You're welcome, rap community. You're welcome, everyone. We've decided, and now it's over. We've decided. So now that we have decided, the beef is definitely over. The most important people on the beef in the rap community have weighed in. And congratulations, Kendrick Lamar.
Did he win? Oh, good.
He won. Yeah, he won.
No hand washing.
Yeah, exactly how they wrote it up. Toasted chalupas is what that would have taken over the top at the end. All right.
Well,
fucking beans. Brandon Ferguson, what's up, guys? Did y'all see the news that Mike Flanagan, Ken Kniff from Connecticut Mannequin, and Intrepid are exec producers on Chris Stuckman's movie Shelby Oaks?
Who's Chris Stuckman? Who the fuck is that? I don't know who that is. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know who that is. I don't know. Brandon, you come in here and I love you, man. Thank you for dropping by, but you come in here and you're dropping a random guy's name. I don't know. Great.
This is the best show on the internet.
I love Chris Stuckman. He's so fucking good. Chris Fuckman. Oh, I didn't know that, but no, that's cool, man. Mike Flanagan and executive producers are doing a lot.
I love you, Jay. I don't tell you that enough, but I love you.
Well, that's fine. I'm not into that funny shit.
Yeah. Hey, happy for him, man. Happy for him. You know, I think it's every person's
is he Blu-ray review guy?
Where they
is that who that is? Who is that? Who that is? I'm not sure. I literally don't know. Like they look alike. Is that the same guy?
Shut up, dude.
Us honkies look alike. We're honkies. We all look alike. Remember?
Chris Stuckman is a movie review critic on YouTube.
I don't know. I don't know. That's fine. But it's good for him, man. Yeah, coming made it to the big leagues. You got Mike Flanagan helping you out. On top of the world, Chris Fuckman.
Sorry, Brandon. I gotta go next. Thanks, Calaveras TV.
Hey, thanks, Calaveras.
Oh, appreciate that, buddy. Lisa Cereal. It's good to see.
Hey,
Whoops, I'm late. Whoops, I did it again. Showed up late to your live screen, and now you're banned. Get the fuck out of here! I'm just
shocking abuse of the power. Did you see what he did? He struck the child.
I was kidding. Love you, Lisa.
Thank you,
Whose
Lisa.
name I'm constantly fucking up. Hope you're all having a great day. I'm having a great day now.
Good times.
I hope you are too.
Hey, Lisa, did you hear about Chris Stuckman? He's getting backed by Mike Flanagan. Do you know who he is? I don't know who he is.
Tennessee made 731 says, "Hey guys, could Lumis say hi to my to me and my kids?"
Oh my! You know what you Tennessee made children. Hi, how you doing? I hope you're doing well. Tian made 731. I just talked to you. Okay, you're becoming like an ex-girlfriend. Okay, go on. Hello. Hope you're doing well. I hope your day's going well. It's stormy here, but I hope it's sunny and sensational in Tennessee. Have a good one.
No, you know, yeah. Technically, I never said he did eat. I said let him cook. Which did you eat?
My God.
Yeah,
But thank you, Tennessee Med. I'm glad you're here, dude. And thank you for being subscribed for 1,000 years. 6 years, dude. What a time.
No one wants that.
No one wants that.
No one wants
I'm like, the people are like,
thank goodness.
Do not let bro cook.
Do not.
He cannot.
I'll put the industry on trial. Hey man,
I was going through it. I like how Benjamin Shelby's just like, shut up, Jay. No, you shut up, Benjamin Shelby. You sound like a fucking guy that got kicked out of a band, like Benjamin Shelby, and it wasn't even a good band. It was like a fucking what is those band? A Zoot Suit Riot band.
Zoot Suit Riot.
Benjamin
Riot.
Shelby. It's like, yeah, I was doing the talent show with my Zoot Suit band, and they kicked me out.
Dumbass! I can't remember the last time Cody Leach actually liked a new movie. Probably unsubscribing soon. Hey man, come on. Listen, dude,
Don't do that.
especially in this year. And I saw Jay and I made Cody and us always joke with each other about the Child's Play thing because he's a fan of Child's Play and we're not. That was good natured. We love Cody, and Cody's a hard working dude, and he's really good at what he fucking does. So absolutely nothing but respect to him. But like, I get that shit all the time too. Like I get, especially now, they're like, all Mike does is fucking yell and rant about movies. That's all he fucking does. Dude, 2024 has produced the biggest fucking turds in the toilet since fucking the new Spice Girls album came out. I don't know.
There was a new one?
No. Go and listen right now.
I can't wait to. I'm gonna go do it.
So like that's just ridiculous, dude. Like if you want people, like imagine if you wanted critics to go out and be like, oh shit, well this movie fucking sucked, and I don't want to tell people to go spend their money on it, or I want to be honest and tell people that it sucks, but I don't want people to think I'm negative. So I'm gonna tell them that I liked it, and then make them go spend their money on it and be a fucking liar and a piece of shit fakeo. And then do the review that way. Like, you don't want that. If someone doesn't like a movie, you want them to tell you they don't fucking like it. That's called authenticity. And don't shit on people for being authentic. Okay. You gotta disagree with them on movies all you want to, but like sometimes Hollywood puts out 17 stinkers in a row. Ask Jay. He'll tell you. Jay hasn't liked the movie since 1976. Okay. Have you?
After they came, after they stopped shooting film on, not in 70 millimeter any longer, I was just like, I don't like it. No, listen, I don't.
You don't like someone, you don't like them. But
that's
like,
why listen. I don't do 2 shows a week anymore. I just won't do them. You know why? Because I'm gonna rant and rave about really bad movies. But it is what it is.
You want to lie?
Yeah, it is what it is. I don't know. I don't. Yeah, Cody's a good guy though. He is a good guy.
Yes, like whatever, man. Like, and no disrespect to you. I'm just saying, like you. I get it's
like
penis.
Penis.
Yes,
penis in our mouth.
Penis. Don't have sex, kids, because you'll get pregnant and you'll die. Everyone knows that.
Do you have to put a one that? So YouTube is blocking the word penis. I guess they
probably because they don't like men.
What a fucking misogynistic. No, it's not misogynistic. What's it
Hang
called?
on, I have to explain it to the women in the house. You see,
it's not
someone commented the word penis.
I'm not.
Someone commented the word penis and they had to put a 1 in the I because YouTube hates men. Because the human anatomy is not okay. It's not allowed. Someone try to say vagina. I bet it goes through.
So somebody could call you a pussy and then it wouldn't.
Hey, whoa, yucky.
Wow.
You hear that? You hear the way I'm respected in my own home?
I can't even listen to this absolute garbage any longer. I'm done right now. I've insulted.
One more fucking word, and I'm going to call Andrew Tate, and he's going to come over like Santa Claus and put you women in order.
Yeah, why don't you call Chris Stuckman? Maybe he'll make a movie about it.
I will call Chris Stuckman, and he will make a horror movie about
Mike
what I'm going to do
Flanagan
to everyone in this house.
Hell yeah.
Anyways, penis, vagina. Damn, Becker. Pacers are stressing me out. Mike, who you got winning? I got the Knicks, just because the Pacers bore me, because Indiana's full of nothing but corn. And I've been there. I can contest to that. No offense to anyone who lives in Indiana, but it's a really, really boring state to drive through. And I like the Knicks colors. It reminds me of the 90s. So
I like
I'm rooting
Indiana
for the
Pacers.
Knicks.
I love Reggie Miller. That's it.
It's got a full head of steam.
Reggie
Steam of
Miller, what a shit talker he was.
I am enjoying these NBA playoffs, even though my Mavs got fucking smoked last night. That shit sucked. Didn't enjoy that.
Are they
one
good?
bit.
You know, dude, I swear to God, the
They're
last
decent.
time the Mavericks was Jamal Mashburn probably played for them. That was like in the
He
90s.
did play for
I
the
know.
Mavs, so that's true. Benjamin Shelby getting married next month. Chalice and Lumis, explain to me how to get rid of her and party with you guys on my way to the honeymoon. Woo.
You say you don't have any money, and that's it. And say that her QVC subscription is canceled. That's all you gotta say. And then she's gonna leave. And that's it. You know why? Because she wants you for your dollar bill, son. And now that you have no dollar bill, son, she has no interest in you. Then you gotta go away. That's what it is. Just say that it's done and you're over and you're broke. And then she'll say, "Oh no, nasty. He's a broke boy." And then go find you a good girl.
I want to give you some advice here as Dr. Chalice, but I've been hanging out with Hawthorne Heights all weekend. I was in Ohio, and that's where their heart is. So, and now they gave me this haircut, and this is just how I look now. So I don't look like Dr. Chalice, but I promise you I am, because my heart is in Ohio. Listen, what you want to do is you just send her over to my house. All right, it's like that movie Good Luck Chuck or whatever the fuck. Send her over to my house, and I'm going to show her a good time, but she'll wake up and realize probably wasn't that good of a time, and then she'll run back to you. But that'll give you 7 to 8 minutes before I'm finished, and you can do whatever you want with that 7 to 8 minutes, and I'll have a good time. She'll feel good about it, and we'll all win. And just I'll Amazon you some penicillin, and yeah, it'll be great.
I just now realized it. Benjamin, you're the guy that told me to shut up, and then you give me money, and what the hell is wrong with you?
Can I have some of that?
Yeah.
Can I have
I
a
like
little?
you, Benjamin. I'm sorry for you.
Ah!
I'm sorry for you.
Jay. Shut
Shut-
up, dude.
you-
Just shut,
you know
shut
what?
up, Jay.
You upshut, you motherfucker.
Shut
I
up,
reversed
Jay.
that shit. He thought shut up. I said upshut.
Fucking Uno reverse card.
Upshut. And people like, what?
Oh, damn. He just pulled out the Uno reverse card.
Oh,
Okay.
damn, you got the Velcro.
I got a toughie one for you here, too, right now. How about this? 80s versus 90s. The 80s Saturday morning starter pack versus the mid to late 90s Saturday night sleepover.
Oh, okay,
I heard you push a T. I was like, now let me hear you push a T. 80s Saturday morning starter pack or the Saturday night sleepover 90s pack. On the 80s side, you have the Kool-Aid cups. You've got all the cereals. You got an old alarm clock. I don't know what the fuck that's doing in there. You got a really shitty couch. Everybody from our era remembers those fucking couches.
I had one. Mom always had plastic over it. And like when you sat
That's how you
down,
knew it was fancy.
but yeah, when you sat down, like it felt like you didn't have like an ass because you would just slide off of it.
That's how you knew it was fancy.
Like
is if
Dr.
they had
Evil when he's
plastic.
trying to sit in that one chair and he's like, when he had that plastic suit on.
Tube TVs, Saturday morning cartoons, and the regular Nintendo? Or are you on a 90s Saturday night sleepover with Pizza Hut, Capri Sun, maybe The Sandlot on VHS, some Blockbuster otherwise? And here's the real kicker: GoldenEye, Smash Bros, WCW versus NWO Revenge on Nintendo 64, and Mario Kart.
First off, I don't. Well, Mario Kart, I never. But in Mario, I never played Smash. But the other three,
I never did either.
well, the other three also WCW NWO World Tour was good. But either way, it doesn't matter. I think the 90s wins here. I feel like that's unfair. I feel like the 90s Saturday night, like I think having Blockbuster alone is worth the price of admission. I think it just wins. Like it wins right away. And 80s is coming in late. Like this is like the 90s has injected steroids to take. This is the 90s at this point is fucking. What's that baseball player that got busted for having steroids in the system? I know there's a 50 of them.
All of them. Yeah, it was
No,
everyone.
the Barry
McGuire, Barry Bonds, Sammy
Barry Bonds.
Sosa.
Like the 90s is Barry Bonds and the 80s is like an actual baseball player. Like it's just not gonna work.
Yeah.
I
To be
just feel like
fair, it's not. You're right, though. It's not fair. But the reason it's not fair is because I just think the 90s were better than the 80s. I'm sorry, guys. Like, everything was better. We had Blockbuster. We had Nintendo 64. It just, but I will give some credence to the Saturday morning was a special time growing up. I don't know if kids probably today don't not 80s or 90s.
No, they're like, I'll
Kids
just
today,
YouTube it.
yeah, kids today do not understand how special Saturday mornings were because you couldn't just pull out your fucking TikTok. All right, you couldn't just go on YouTube. You had to sit your fucking ass in front of that TV in your Ninja Turtle pajamas, okay? And you had to fucking turn on that tube TV and you had to watch whatever programming is on. So that was a special time. And you had to sit on that ugly ass couch with like old horses on it. And but like you appreciated it more because it was so hard to get. Saturday mornings were a special time. They were.
Yeah, Saturday morning cartoons in the 80s. Like, again, I don't remember a lot of it, but I do remember like waking up and like that cereal there. I think that's is that Lucky Charms? It looks like Lucky Charms.
It's a mixed mash. It's everything in one bowl.
But it looks like Lucky. I look like, I don't know.
Are these kids fucking high? Are these kids smoking pot? Is that what's going on?
The Blockbuster and Hollywood Video and all that stuff, that really for me didn't kick in until the 90s. Like the true experience of that didn't really hit until the 90s. Yes, it was in the 80s. I think it was it in the mid, or I don't know when the first Blockbuster opened up. I think it was late 80s. But either way, like I feel like it was still new and people weren't sure and everything. But by the 90s, it was like sexy. But yeah, I think at the end of the day, it's the 90s wins. I mean, I just don't think there's an argument to be had here. Now, were the cartoons better in the morning with the 80s? Maybe so. But then again, you got to remember in the 90s, brand new like you have Batman, the animated series that would come on, brand new, fresh, special, sexy. We like that. Okay, that feels good. X-Men was coming on, and that we felt like we liked that too.
Eureka's Castle?
Oh, God damn it, no.
Not the best.
That's at noon, dude. First off,
sometimes
that was like
you wake up late.
Hey. I'll tell you what did come on in the 90s, though, that we all can agree that, yes, sir, that is master programming right there. I'm going to talk about Jerry Springer because Jerry Springer,
the best.
Jerry Springer was coming on.
Though.
I would go to school and I have a blank VHS tape and I would record the episode for Jerry Springer.
Yeah, that was weekdays, though. That was only weekdays. That was not weekends.
But yeah,
Jerry Springer.
But if you got to stay home, if you got to stay home from school.
I had a run in the 2000s, too, though. Jerry Springer did.
Yeah, well, no, but that was before they censored it. Like, I'm talking about the early days of Jerry Springer when it wasn't censored because you didn't no idea. And I feel like Jerry Springer was actually trying to do like the Ricky Lake stuff and it just wasn't working because he would invite these like trailer park trash people. Go back to your shanty type of people.
It was the best.
Yeah. So, yeah, dude. I mean, I remember, Jerry Springer, like, dude, that was one of the best things. That if you stayed home from school, like at 10 o'clock, you knew Jerry Springer was going to come on.
Hell yeah, dude! That's when you knew you were having a good day. When you faked sick and you were home from school. Maybe I do remember Eureka's Castle though. I hated that. That made me depressed. I never liked it either, but it was just on, so I'd watch it. All right, I'm going to check the score. I've got to change my battery, so I'll go ahead and take my pee break now. But 90 Saturday Night wins hands down, 84% to 16%. We are at currently. Yes, we are at 8:52 p.m. with Michael Parten, and I'm gonna change my battery. I'm gonna take a pee. I'll be right back, and we'll get some more 80s versus 90s. And in the last hour of the show, we're gonna get straight up into movies. And I got it set up real nice. Clark. You're gonna like it.
All right.
So stay around. Be right back.
All right. I'll see you in a minute. I'll see you real soon. Michael Parton says you guys ranked franchises last stream. Yeah, I know that, Michael. I was just playing off of what Mike said that we forgot it. I know. Like the open. I don't know when we did the intro stuff, but yeah, I know we did. I know I didn't. I forgot. But thank you, Michael, for reminding us. Joe Valentine, sorry boys, YouTube charges by the letter. Do they really? Those assholes. I mean, when will they stop? They'll take the fucking gold fillings out of our teeth. Those cock smokers. Thank you, Joe. Michael also says Sups. What? Sups also got the red. Soups also got the red trunks back. Yeah, I did see that. Okay, you put the emoji of, but those are blue. You got blue panties, not red ones. But yeah, he did. And look, a lot of people were asking for the red panties back, the red panties outside of the suit. And I understand it's a classic look. I personally don't think it's a big deal if they say, listen, he doesn't need to wear his panties on the outside of his suit. It's just weird. It's like, we don't need that, but that's fine. But I understand. People get excited about that. I understand. Dallas Milford, thank you so much, says, Mike and Jay, hope you're doing well. Jay, I hope you are staying strong. I just laid my dad to rest yesterday. You two being live is a great 3-hour escape. Yeah, man, that's We're doing well. Thank you so much. And that sucks, dude. Yeah, it's a really hard thing. That's unfortunately I've had to do that with family members. It feels like on top of one another. Like mom was in 2021, my biological dad was in 2023, and then big dad was this year. So a month ago. So yeah, it's always hard, dude. But I'm glad that we're getting you a little escape. And thank you, dude. It all gets better with time. I mean, it's not going to be like 100% healed, but you learn how to live with it, I guess is what is the best I could say. But thank you, man. Gary, thank you so much. Says, I'm so mad. Friday the 13th game stopped. They were going to have a paranoid mode. What the fuck? What are you saying here? Hold on. Let me say. I'm so mad. Friday the 13th game stopped. They were going to have a paranoid mode where one survivor can turn into Jason like Roy and no one knows who it is. Dude, that's fucking badass. Holy shit. That would have been amazing. Yeah, that sucks, dude. Yeah, the whole, everything Friday the 13th game is dead, unfortunately. But yeah, dude, that would have been great. Holy God, that could have actually renewed, not 100%, but it would have definitely helped the player base come back. Like, that would have been great. Like, if it was randomly, like, chosen, like, who would go insane and become Jason, you had no idea. Yeah, dude, yes, dude, that's stupid fucking people that hold licenses to things. Gary also says, thank you, dude, says they were also going to have the Friday the 13th ship in New York and the spaceship. Okay. Yeah, I'd heard about the spaceship. I did hear about the Friday the 13th in space thing. The New York would have been cool. Yeah, man, there's a lot of possibilities that could have come from that game. And I think that if, Jason hadn't been butt fucked by legal entanglements, I think we could have had like it could have been a very bright future for Friday the 13th fans and the series itself if it hadn't been lambasted by all this legalities situation, the legal situation that's occurred. Mercutio 80, Mike, don't you talk to Jay that way again. He is to be worshipped. I appreciate you, Mercutio 80. You may now go back to your room. We appreciate it. Thank you so much. No, it's fine. Mike just talks poop. Who texts me? What is this? Dude, I don't know why I get. If you guys ever get like chorus suggestions, like for no reason, like it says, "Why does my son think?" This is literally, "Why does my son think he owns his computer? He bought it, but it is in my house. Therefore, it is mine. How can I help him understand that?" I was like, okay, you know what's stupid? You know what's even sadder? I'm like, I'm gonna read that later. I'm like, I don't know why I'm gonna read that because it's interesting. TN Maid 731 says, "Can Lumis say hi to me?" Am I in a fucking alternate reality, dude? Did you just ask that again and again? Hello, Tennessee Maid, for the 731 time. Hello. God damn. What is going on? Have I stroked out? I swear to God, I've said hello to you 300 times. But thanks, man. I don't know. Mercutio 80 also says, "Hey guys, have you guys seen the new Superman suit? Thoughts? I thought he looks like Henry Cavill from Wish." Dude, yes, we were literally just talking about that. I 100% agree with you. The actor himself does look like Wish.com version of Henry Cavill, which is weird because you already had access to Henry Cavill. James Gunn did. He could have just kept Henry Cavill on and rebooted the series, but he didn't want to. Wanted the new actor, but the new actor could be good. Mike also suggested that. I'm not saying anything like about his abilities. I'm just saying he does look like a lot alike with Henry Cavill. So the suit itself, I'm not a huge fan of it. I don't think it looks terrible. I just don't think it looks baggy. I thought the suit they had with the original with Henry Cavill was fine, but it is what it be. But yeah, I'm on the fence about it. Like I want to like James Gunn's a good director. I do like how James Gunn handles shows and movies. I think he did great with Peacemaker. So I'm excited to see what he's going to bring. So we'll see. He did Peacemaker, right? Am I stupid? Hold on. I gotta look. I will not be made a fool of. Yep, I was right. I knew it, and so I didn't even have to look it up. That was just dumb. I was just doing it for you all. Hi guys. Shelby says, "Hi guy. Can I get a Lumis shout out for my 11-month-old puppy so when she gets in trouble I can use it? Her name is Parker Bennington. Goddamn you, Parker would be perfect. Thank you so much." Well, there you go. Goddamn you, Parker Bennington. How dare you poop on the floor? You are going to go to the pound tomorrow, and you better hope that they euthanize you.
Because if they don't, Parker, I'll beat you to death myself.
Too much? Maybe. Maybe so. I felt weird about that. Could we do it again?
Parker, goddamn you! Don't poop on the carpet again.
I feel like that's better. I feel like that was better. I felt weird that I said the other part earlier. Thank you, Shelby. Shelby. Gary, also give me Mario 64 and Donkey Kong 64 any day. Yes, dude. Donkey Kong 64. Dude, yes, dude. That was such a great game. I can't believe I didn't remember that. Donkey Kong 64. I remember getting it for Christmas. Because I didn't own a lot of N64 games back in the day. Because I didn't have a job, so I couldn't buy them. But I would get them for Christmas, and I only had a few. But Donkey Kong 64 was one of them, and I loved that fucking game. That game was badass. It was so good, so different than what because before Donkey Kong was just like the guy throwing barrels at the Mustachio Man, trying to get up and save the princess. But they made a whole fucking game around him, and he was cool. And also, Super Mario 64 was really fun too. But my favorite N64 game, without a doubt, is Zelda: Ocarina of Time. And then GoldenEye was obviously a masterpiece. But yeah. Anyway, going through. Robin Barker says Heather Langenkamp, thank you by the way, Robin, has been adamant these last few years about another nightmare. Would you hypothetically like to see Heather and Robert duke it out again? Hypothetically, fuck no. That's like watching two geriatric assholes in the fucking nursing home going at it with each other because one of them ate their peas. I don't want to see Heather Langenkamp fighting Robert Englund again. I'm just done with that. I don't want to see that. Listen, if we've learned anything about the Blumhouse Halloween trilogy, is you don't want to put the actress that's 100 years old back in the role again. Okay, you've tapped that vein too much. Let's move past it. I love Heather Langenkamp. I think she's always going to be one of the great final girls of all time. But I think we need to move past Heather Langenkamp and Nancy and the whole thing with Freddy Krueger. I feel like you have to start fresh with Freddy Krueger, and you cannot do that with backtracking on the Heather Langenkamp. In my opinion, I feel like that's where also with Halloween, the new Halloween trilogy, they missed the mark. Because listen, they could have focused on Allison and had her be the new heroine moving forward after Kills, and they chose not to do that because Jamie Lee Curtis was going to put asses in the sea. And I understand the desire to do that because she's a huge actress, but I feel like as a series itself, you've got to adapt and evolve, and having a new heroine taking on Michael would have been better for the series. Plus, Allison Andy Matejcek is a good actress, and she's a great character. So I think they missed an opportunity on that. So Heather Langenkamp coming back and fighting Freddy, get the fuck out of here, Robin. But I like your heart, and you're Mike. You're muted. See, I knew it because you know why? I didn't hear an annoying squeal, and I knew
Shut
that he
up,
was.
bitch.
There we go.
Shut your fucking mouth. You don't know nothing about that.
What's that from? You don't know nothing about that.
You don't know nothing about
You don't know
that.
nothing about that. That's good, dude. I don't know nothing about that. I'm gonna, you know, swear to God, if I ever get Halo and if I win, I was like, "What do you know about winning? You don't know nothing about that."
You don't know about that.
921 is where we left off, just so you know.
Okay. Well, so I have only two more of these 80s versus 90s, and then we'll get into the movie version of it. But let me throw this bitch up here real quick for you guys and see what you guys think about it. This is a tough one.
Ooh.
All right. We got the arcade games of the 80s versus the 90s. On the 80s side, you got Donkey Kong, you got Tetris, you got Double Dragon, you got Super Mario Bros, you got Frogger, you got Galaga, you got Space Invaders, you got Pac-Man and Mrs. Pac-Man. On the 90s side, you got Ninja Turtles, Turtles in Time. You got The Simpsons. You got Time Crisis with the blue and red guns. You got Mortal Kombat and all of its variations. You got the X-Men arcade game. And my personal favorite, Cruising USA.
Over X-Men, you're a commie.
It had the wheel. It had the wheel. And some of them had a gun, too. It was crazy. Which one do you guys choose? I'm going to put the vote up now.
Man, that's a good one. Well, I mean, I feel like, listen, the only thing that's dragging me to the 80s is I love Double Dragon. It's one of my favorite games of all time. Like Double Dragon 1, 2, Double Dragon 2, The Revenge, and Double Dragon 3. I fucking love it. Even though Double Dragon 3 was hard as fuck for no reason whatsoever, except they were being bastards to the player. Tetris was great. Mario Brothers, obviously. But dude, like, again, the 80s is like, they started it, right? And they had all these great games. The 90s perfected. Like, I remember going into an arcade in the 90s and seeing Mortal Kombat was a game changer, dude. Like Mortal Kombat was like a fucking juggernaut when it came out, and it like because I'm the juggernaut, bitch.
You don't know nothing about that. Sorry.
It's like that should have been like what Raiden. That's what Raiden is saying right there. He's like, you don't know nothing about that when he's doing the fatality. But yeah, the fatalities themselves, the violence and all that, the characters. Mortal Kombat was like that alone is what like I swear to God, dude, I would put Mortal Kombat as maybe the game, the arcade game defining of the 90s, of the decade by itself. Like you could say Super Mario Brothers was the game that defined the 80s, and I would totally agree with that. But I would put I swear I put Mortal Kombat as the game that defined the 90s. And I feel like it wasn't just that though. There were so many like mega hits in the 90s, like the Turtles in Time. That was an all right game. I like the original Turtles arcade game better, but like the X-Men game, there was what is that? Cruising USA was great. And then there was a few other ones on there too, like Killer Instinct. Oh my God, get out of the fuck out of Street Fighter. Can we talk about Street Fighter? I mean, there was already dude, there were so many games in the night. Like again, the 80s was the progenitors of all these this amazing technology in the arcade trend. Well, actually, late 70s was the one that started it, but the 90s perfected everything.
I'm gonna do something we haven't done in a long time, Jay. You know what it is? It's throwing the dead towel. Throwing the dead towel.
What they say? What they say?
78% to 22, now 23%.
People know what we talking about. We know. You all know. I feel like Hulk Hogan coming down the ramp. Be like, you know what, brother? You know what I'm talking about because Mean Gene said to me the Hulkamania was dead. It's not dead.
Look,
revitalized.
It's not really fair to the 80s because the 90s did have the technological advances, but I just think that it's 90s for me all the way when it comes to that. But movies are a very different thing. So here's what I'd like to propose to your wieners.
The groove is in the heart.
Groove is in the heart. My mouth, no, but seriously, my mouth, no, but honest to God, really.
Yes.
We're gonna do this. This is gonna be fun. We're gonna go. So I'm gonna hang on. I gotta fix this up real quick.
God damn it! I'm on a Mexican radio. I feel like I would love to have that be our opening.
Drop, give me 50.
I'm like, why are you on a Mexican radio? I was like, I don't know. It just is.
Authority Zero, by the way, is a great punk band that did a really good cover.
You know that, but you know the band's name that did that Mexican radio?
I don't.
It's called Wall of Voodoo. That's a badass name, dude. The Wall of
Voodoo. Wall of
Voodoo.
I'm impressed with it.
That's pretty interesting. Wall of Voodoo.
Okay, so here's what I devised as far as, so we won't do votes for this. Jay and I will kind of speed round it a little bit. Just give us your opinions in the comments for sure. I wanted to do a vote for it, but the technological stuff got kind of fucked up. So
some good ones up there. Oh my God.
This is wild. So I'm going to zoom in on each one though, because we're just going to go one by one.
What's your passwords, Mike?
www.shutup.com. So we're going to go one by one. This is ranked 80s versus 90s by US box office. Okay. Yeah. So we'll do a little bit of, and this is just so we can get more content out. Like please give us your opinions in the comments for sure. Talk about it. Even though we're not going to do votes on it specifically. These are ranked by box office. So I'm going to go 80s box office versus 90s box office one by one. Starting with the number one ranked box office movies for the 90s versus the 80s. On the left side, we have the 90s. On the right side, we have the 80s. First up, and after we'll do a few of these, and then we'll do pure horror. So starting off, Titanic versus E.T. It's fucking E.T., by the way.
Don't be so sure there.
Come on. Don't get crazy.
James Cameron, draw me like one of your French girl situations. I'm kidding. It's E.T.
Yeah, it's fucking E.T.
I don't deal with that frou shit.
I know you love James Cameron.
I do. No, you know what? I
jack off to his picture when you.
I do. I have it over my toilet seat on the ceiling. But no, here's the thing. Like Titanic is one of those movies that what they accomplished with like special effects was fucking incredible. But I feel like the story, it's a chick flick, 100%. I mean, and I understand. I mean, it's made for chicks, which is fine. It's all good. For me personally, I never really got it, but I did like the special effects.
Listen, I made out with 3 to 4 girls watching Titanic in the theaters.
So it did
all
you
right?
favors. Yeah.
But it was great. But here's the thing: I've always been a movie file, and I never once missed a thing because Titanic is overrated as fuck. It's a shitty fucking movie.
Billy
It's a
Zane's good, though.
shitty
I love Billy
fucking
Zane.
movie. I do love Billy Zane. Titanic is like several of James Cameron's projects, super overrated.
You're
all right?
overrated. Your fucking
It's
sex
ET.
life's overrated. Your face is overrated.
I listen to me. My face might be. Don't question my sex life because it's crazy.
It's
Sometimes
underrated. I
I put a
promise.
firework in my butt this morning. You don't even know the things we do.
Listen, Mike makes sure his asshole is squeaky clean. I know from experience, dude.
But yeah, I do. I actually think ET as a movie is a little overrated. I do, but it's still it clears Titanic.
E.T. is a movie of its time. Like, and it is sad. And I still cry. It's like, how am I like, just use your goddamn cell phone. What are you? Your telepathy. You're fucking alien. What do you mean?
To be fair, the best part of ET is when he gets drunk on the Coors banquet.
But I feel like overall,
I think
E.T. was interesting and new because you've never seen an alien like that. That's why it's different. Versus Titanic, it's like, yeah, a bunch of people died on a fucking boat that sank. Okay.
Bunch of stupid rich assholes like the silo.
A bunch of fucking people 1,000 years ago. Does that bother me? No.
Somebody keep track because I've had too many apple juices too. That's one for the 80s versus the 90s. Going down on the 90s side, number 2.
Get out of here. I need to talk to you. Get out of here. Get out of here.
Don't love wieners. Number 2 on the 90s side is Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. Number 2 box office film. Number 2 box office film of the 80s. Star Wars as well, but it's Episode 6 now. It's Episode fucking 3, Return of the Jedi.
It's Star Wars. It's the actual fucking Star. It's Return of the Jedi. Give me the Ewok. It's like, dude, it's my favorite of the original trilogy. It's my favorite movie of the original. It fucking curb stonks the fuck out of Phantom Menace. Okay, like get the fuck out of here. Return of the Jedi is Edward Norton from American History X. I don't even want to talk to you.
Yeah, that's an easy one. So that is 2 for the 80s.
Oh yeah, but I will say the Phantom Menace had Darth Maul. It was badass.
Awesome.
Maybe the best lightsaber duel of all time.
Yes, and a great Insidious villain for sure. Number 3, box office wise, we have on the 90s side, we have The Lion King. On the 80s, we're still going Star Wars. The Empire Strikes Back. This is actually hard. Dude, I love Lion King.
You're crazy.
All right, I love
your brain's melted from the ice cream. I don't like.
I love The Lion King, but come on, it's Empire, right? No, I'm gonna fucking say Lion King. I'm gonna be true to me.
It's like a problem.
I'm gonna be true to me. Nicole.
It's Empire
I'm still sore.
You're out of your fucking mind, dude. Holy shit. You have drank yourself retarded. It's Empire
I'm going Lion King. Fuck you, dude. I love the Lion King. All right. I'm here to tell the world I love the fucking Lion King.
I love James Earl Jones too, but he was in Empire Strikes Back as well.
King.
I'm
going Lion King.
Oh my god, dude! You know what? You're like that fucking guy that like sets themselves on fire and think that they can put it out on time. Like I'm gonna do a stunt, but you didn't get. You're like a Chris Angel stunt that went wrong.
Would you fuck me?
No, I won't. That's awful. You fucking weirdo.
I'm taking Lion King. Shut up.
Empire Strikes Back, 100%.
All right, fine. I'm not gonna put it to a vote because I know what everybody would say.
Yeah, you don't want to see the results. You're like,
but
Mike's like Donald Trump. Mike's like Donald Trump at the 2020 election. I don't want to see the results.
You know, shut up. I am going to put it to a vote. I am going to put it to a vote.
Right,
watch me do it. Watch me fucking do it. See what happens.
Watch me, day. Watch me.
You know nothing about that.
How's that go?
I'm going to do it. I know I'm going to lose, but I'm going to do it.
See,
Lion King or
dude, there's nobody on fucking planet Earth.
Me?
She said Lion King versus Empire Strikes Back. What do you want to think? Like,
I'm going Lion King, baby. I fucking love Lion King.
When the fuck do we get ice cream?
I don't even like Disney movies, dude. And I'm going Lion King. That is the great. What is going on the screen? That shit's wild. Look, it's like you're looking into Stormy Daniels' butthole. Like that's crazy.
It looks like I'm looking into the past that I could go back and change, but I can't.
Oh God, I don't know what I've done. All right, I'm gonna fix it. Okay.
Hey, by the way, I watched. Do you guys know that there's a deleted scene from Back to the Future Part 2 where Biff disappears when he gets back? You remember that movie where he like comes back from after giving the book to his younger self and he arrives back in the future and then he breaks the cane as he's getting out of the car and then he like runs away and he looks like he's in pain. Well, there was a deleted scene after that where he's like disappearing. And the reason why that happened is because apparently if they had never gone back in time and changed the past, and gotten the book back from young Biff, Lorraine shoots and kills Biff in the 1990s, and that's why Biff dies in 2015.
Oh, I know what it is. I just saw Mercury. I don't know why it made me laugh. Mercury just said, "Lion King is just Macbeth with lions."
Yeah, true. To be or not to be, not to be.
All right, while you guys vote on that, number 4. Oh, it gets tight in the butt.
Oh.
Jurassic Park on the side of the 90s.
Oh,
versus
man.
Batman. Nothing I didn't know. What do you go with, sir?
I'm gonna have to go ahead and go with Gotham City.
City of Justice.
I'm gonna have to go with a little bit of Gotham City Batman, because here's the thing: Jurassic Park, while a great movie, and it scared the shit out of me. It made me drop my hot tamales in the movie theater because I was so like shocked by the ferocity.
James like,
No. I saw it. Yeah, I came when I was 13 years old. My wiener exploded with excitement, and I saw dinosaurs. Oh yeah, no, the ferocity of the velociraptors scared me. So
Jay, look at me. Wait. This is you in the fucking theater with the T-Rex spot. Oh.
It wasn't the T-Rex.
Oh.
It wasn't the T-Rex. Stupid. It was the velociraptors. You don't even
They
know
do move in herds.
But no, Batman was what they did. Michael Keaton taking what Adam West, the whole jokey, campy thing, Adam West Batman, and having to reinvent it, and what they brought us, like the actual true version of what the original Detective Comics was all about. Man, they had an uphill battle, and they did awesome with it. Also, they took Michael Keaton, who everyone shit on, and said was going to be a terrible Batman. And they said, "Suck my white ass, ball." That's what they did. And I mean, it's going to be Batman, just because they had to. They were going against so many tropes. Like, everybody wanted the Adam West campy thing, so they had to beat that back. And then they chose Michael Keaton, and they had to show everybody that it was like he was Batman. So
on this, we are together. I agree with you. It's Batman for me. Like, I think Jurassic Park is a cinematic.
Do not say overrated again, dude, because it's like you just.
I'm not saying it. I didn't going to say it. Don't put words in my mouth. Put your dick in my mouth instead. It tastes better. Listen,
yeah, I got
but it's Batman for me. Just me personally, I think Jurassic Park, amazing marketing, a great time to be alive. They did special effects better in Jurassic Park than they're doing movies today, all these years later. But but my personal taste is just Batman. You
look
know?
at the
Jurassic Park's a little boring sometimes when you watch it back now. I never feel that way watching Batman.
Well, I think Jurassic Park's still great, but I mean, it's not Batman. But look at the Metascore. It's 69 for Batman, 68. But out of 405,000 reviews, Batman's only got 7.5. Out of 1.1 million, it's got an 8. Like, you're telling me that only 405,000 people have reviewed this movie?
That definitely but it's Jurassic Park.
But
it's Chinatown.
Fucking nerdy ass paleontologist assholes.
All right, moving on. Number 5. These are box office ranks. You got Forrest Gump, Magic Shows, versus Raiders of the Lost Ark. Oh, that's tough. That's tough.
It really, I mean, people will be like, "What are you being stupid for?" It's obviously Raiders of the Lost Ark. You shut your mouth. Forrest Gump is a national treasure. I'm like, listen, look retarded, act retarded, not retarded. Goddamn war. How many retarded war heroes you know? None.
Give it goddamn mouth.
He shot the pants off Nixon, and he won a ping pong competition. Forrest Gump, dude. Forrest Gump, man, it's got a great soundtrack. It's got a great main character. It's got a great story. It's got a great feel. It actually is a feel good story, because Forrest Gump gets dumped on the entire time, but he still maintains and stays true to who he is. And at the end, he really comes out on top. I mean, to be fair, he goes, he got invested in some fruit company or something like that. Said that we didn't have to worry about money no more. And I was like, that's good. One less thing.
When Ginny puts his hand on her tit, he's like, oh. By the way, Ginny, right up there with Kirsten Dunst in Spider-Man as one of the worst movie women of all time. Fuck Ginny.
I guess, dude. Fuck, dude. One of the worst parts about that, he's like, I guess this is bye-bye, Ginny. They're sending me to Vietnam. And then she was like, she didn't give a shit. And then he was like, I write you all the time. And then she's like, and then he was writing her, and then the fucking bitch, fucking slut.
Oh, hey,
anyway,
Ginny, dude.
But now you got to give it up to Raiders, though. It's Indiana fucking Jones.
I'm sorry I spoiled your Black Panther party.
Yeah.
And then he beat that dude's ass. He was like, I'm going back to Greenbow, Alabama.
No, he's like, you know what I think? I think you should come back to Greenbow, Alabama.
Oh, that's what it was.
No, but at the end of the day, I mean, What would you? Yeah, dude,
Forrest Gump.
I gotta go with Forrest Gump.
Hey,
I
look,
like,
we got 3 good indie movies. There's only one Forrest Gump.
but dude, I mean, but then again, it's Indiana fucking Jones. It's an icon, but so is Forrest Gump. In a lot of ways, Forrest Gump is an icon too.
Yeah, it's Forrest Gump for me too as well. I agree with you on that. Oh shit, it's good stuff now. Ghostbusters.
I don't need to talk to you.
Independence Day. Ghostbusters versus. It's Ghostbusters, but it's close.
It's Ghostbusters.
It's Ghostbusters, but it's close.
I think he can hear you, Ray.
Listen, I will say this: like, I never saw Ghostbusters in 1984 when it came out because I wasn't alive yet. I was born a year later in a glorious field in the Midwest,
In an alleyway in my 7-Eleven.
I don't know if you guys know this, but I was conceived in the waters of Hawaii, and that's why I'm so cool.
I thought you were gonna say I was conceived in the rivers of Jordan.
But listen, like, dude, it is Ghostbusters. I mean, it obviously as a movie, it's Ghostbusters, but I have to give Independence Day
it's good. Yeah, it's good. It's amazing.
It's the first movie I ever saw in 1996 as an 11-year-old kid. I went to the theater and I watched this during the summer, and it's what truly taught me what summer tentpole movies were. That movie ended, and for the first time in my life I experienced this, the entire audience stood up and clapped, and they were like, "That's fucking movies," you know? And I was like, "Fuck, I love this shit. I'm gonna fucking one day make a YouTube channel about it."
Yeah, Independence Day was a special effects movie like of the year for sure, and it also had an amazing VHS that lithograph when it came out on VHS where you could turn it and the White House. It was so cool. I got that for Christmas. But Ghostbusters, the reason why that movie is so endearing to me is not just because I love the special effects for 1984. I think he got an Academy Award nominee for special effects or something like that because it was really well done. But it was also because it was such a moment in time. Some of the best comedic actors of that generation coming together: Dan Aykroyd, Harold Ramis, Bill Murray, and doing this kind of movie. You don't see that very often. They were like independently, they were already amazing. Rick Moranis, they were already amazing. Comedic actors, and then they were all in one movie together. Plus, the story was really phenomenal, and there were so many things about it, like subtle things that I didn't even notice until I got older. Like when the first time that they bust the ghost, and then Venkman is looking at Egon, trying to figure out what they're going to charge. And if you look at Egon during that scene, Egon does this. He does a 4. He's like, but Bill Murray's like, but we're having a special this week on proton charging, and that's only going to come to 4,000 because that's what Egon's like telling him what to fucking do. I didn't even notice that until like a few years ago. But there's so many subtle comedic moments in that. It's not because and it was so interesting because it really is a movie that they didn't know what they had, and I think that's what makes it so special is that I think the director, I can't remember, he said that they asked him, they said, "What moment did you know it was a hit?" And they were like, when they were all walking up to face Gozer, and they're like, "Pull your stick," like that. Like he was like, "This is going to be," they're like superheroes. Like that was it. Like he knew.
Yeah. And the thing about it is like the automatic answer is Ghostbusters, but to be fair to Independence Day, Independence Day is right there. Ghostbusters is just another stratosphere, but like Independence Day is one of the all-time fucking greats in my opinion.
One of the best alien movies ever.
Yeah, and like just summer tentpole good time fucking awesomeness. I love Independence Day, but it is Ghostbusters. The Sixth Sense versus Beverly Hills Cop.
Why do you do this?
These are two completely, totally different movies.
But they're both great. They're both great.
And they are both great. I'm a Beverly Hills Cop guy for me.
I'm like, to be fair, I actually would go with Sixth Sense because, and I'll tell you what.
Shut up.
Beverly Hills Cop this is actually the movie that Eddie Murphy turned Ghostbusters down to do this movie because he was going to be in Ghostbusters. Yeah. But Beverly Hills Cop is great. It's one of the best comedic movies of the 80s, 100%. But The Sixth Sense, dude, that's what kickstarted like that twist ending that everyone is used to now. Like before The Sixth Sense, very rarely did you have an ending of a movie that really turned it on its head. And you were like, and the audience was like, "What the fuck? My mind is blown. I feel like I just shit out of my asshole and came at the same time. I don't know what just happened." It's weird because that's what M. Night Shyamalan did. Like he literally turned that genre. I feel like M. Night for these types of movies, for the paranormal type of movies, was like the Wes Craven. And I know that's strong words.
No, I get that.
I know, but he really was. I mean, he did something with this type of genre of horror movies.
Yeah,
turned it on its head, and that's what it takes to survive in this business. You gotta come up with something new, and he did. And I feel bad for him because he got held up to a higher standard than everybody else. But at the end of the day, man, The Sixth Sense is just so different than anything I'd ever seen before in that particular genre.
I see what you're saying, but I completely and totally disagree with you. Beverly Hills Cop to me is a way better film. It's got comedy. It's hilarious. You could watch it 1,000 times a week and never get bored of it. Eddie Murphy's got a star turn in it. The Sixth Sense it's great, but like once you know the twist, like how good is the movie past?
It's still
like,
good. I mean, the acting is amazing.
Still a great movie, but like it's fine, but it's like slow. Beverly Hills Cop's entertaining from the time the fucking credits start to the time it ends. It's funny. It's got action in it. It's got a weird 80s darkness that most movies don't have. I take Beverly Hills Cop easily, but I will put it to a vote. As far as the last thing that we disagreed upon, The Lion King versus Empire Strikes Back, as expected, you fucking piece of shit.
That was way too close. Guys, I'm looking at that. Was way too fucking close, dude. Way too fucking close. 41%, no fucking way, dude. It should have been 80% to 20.
Beats Lion King and a bunch of bullshit. 59% to 41%. You're all just scared of your true feelings, all right? It's fine. I get it.
Because when you hear I Am Your Father by Darth Vader, everyone loves it.
Whatever.
Mufasa fucking dies. Fucking little boy, what's his name?
Don't you dare talk about fucking goddamn
Simba. Fucking Simba. Yeah, it's your favorite movie. Yeah. You didn't even know his fucking name. Simba.
I will fuck that toucan.
What? What'd you say? What'd you say?
Nothing.
But anyway, yeah, Jonathan Taylor fucking Thomas. Great.
It has nothing to do with the voice actor.
Yeah,
right?
Jonathan Taylor.
Don't turn me into Drake.
Home
all
right?
I'm not Drake.
Put on a rap song so people know that you're not serious.
Someone said, "You like that, Mike? You like that? You like that?
Is that what, this do you like? That do you like? Tell me quickly.
Tell me before the fog rolls in." But it's
I
Beverly Hills
gotta
Cops.
go pee, but I'll be back.
Okay, go pee. I'll answer a few of your question marks. Look how big I am. Where were we? Shut up, Egg Shin. Suck my dick. Fucking fuck. Just kidding. I love you. You smell wonderful tonight. Isn't the mood lovely tonight, Lois? I gotta find where we're in super chats. I remember the penis comment, so we were there. Scrolling and I'm scrolling. Oh fuck! I'm way past the super chat mark where I was once when. Hey, shut up! How are you guys doing? Do you like fingers in your butt? Dallas, I don't know what Jay read and what he didn't read. Shit, fuck. I don't know. Gary, I hope Jay didn't already read this. I am so mad Friday the 13th GameStop. They were going to have a paranoid mode where one survivor can turn into Jason like Roy no one knows. And that's another thing, dude. The game was just another fucking sad victim of the rights fucking issues. Gun Media was doing a great thing with the game. It had let Gun Media just fucking cook and have fun for the fans. Fucking Sean Cunningham and everybody involved in this, you guys are the ones withholding your creation because you're ashamed of it. And Sean Cunningham has said that before. Like, oh, I'm not proud of this. It's stupid. Like, dude, you created something that the world loved. Like, I love it. Like, fucking own up to it. Gun Media should have been able to have carte blanche to do whatever the fuck they want to do with the fucking Friday the 13th game and to make it into something great. They should still be working on that game and making it even better. But it was taken from them by a bunch of fucking bureaucratic bullshit. And it just tells me that the people who created Friday the 13th hate their own fucking fans. And that's sad. Gary, they were also going to have Friday the 13th ship and New York and the spaceship. Yeah. They could have done so many things with that game. We could still be playing Friday the 13th the game. And it's no fault to the Gun Media guys who put their heart and soul and work their fucking asses off on those games. It's bullshit. Shut up, Mercurio. Why don't you come over here and eat a fucking taco off my butthole? How about that, Mercurio? How about that? You don't know nothing about that. Jay, where were you on the fucking super chats, by the way? Because I was just reading shit. Shut up. I was just reading shit off the super chats. What time did you leave off on?
I don't fucking know. You just
why don't you have a memory?
Because I've been drinking.
Minority Report. Did you read Gary?
No, I read that. I told you when we left off on.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I did.
Shut up.
You ass fuck.
Did you read this?
No, I did not.
Ha! The Masked Man says, boys, I don't particularly think Drake is built for a violent beef. The guy's a poser and a tad fruity. He's a fruit pop.
That's true.
As 50 Cent would say, he's a fruit pop.
I'm on Mexican through the radio.
But that's the thing about Drake. Like Kendrick, like literally came from like some dark shit. Drake came from Degrassi. I give Drake credit for having the balls to do it. But dude, you had to know what you were fucking with.
Like Kendrick taking on Drake is like, I don't know, fucking Eminem taking on K-pop.
It's not like, But I will say, when Drake actually like angry raps, I actually can get down with some of the stuff that he does. I'm like, that's some good. He's actually he's a good songwriter when it comes to angry rap. Yeah. But he should stay away from trying to beef with people who actually came from that fucking life.
The only people
I'm not gonna make a fucking
but the only people that get down with Drake rap are the people that are shopping at Goodies. it's like, I was at Goodies, man. And I was picking up my Skechers, and like this angry song came on. I'm like, dog, I'm like feeling that.
That's like me fucking doing a rap. Like, Drake, you're not hard. Shut up. Benjamin Shelby, can you guys give your best Ken Kniff impression?
Ken Kniff.
Ken Kniff from Connecticut. I'd have made a piece of shit. Oh yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. The name. Who's Ken Kniff?
You remember from the Eminem albums in the 90s? It's like, I'm Ken Kniff from Connecticut. No. I'd have made a piece of shit. Yeah.
No, I don't know. I can't do it. I don't know.
Mark Burns says, "Oh, fuck Chris Stuckman, whoever he is."
I don't know who that is.
He doesn't know.
I don't know who that is.
Chris Stuckman's a guy who started doing YouTube reviews a very long time ago, and he got in early on it, and he got the chance to make his own movie, which is good for him. Cool, Jay doesn't know who he is.
I don't know who that is.
Good for him. But then
I swear to God, you guys are thinking I'm like fucking with you. I don't know who Stuckman is.
Adrian Barr.
Was it Stuckman or Fuckman? Oh, Stuckman.
Paving way for YouTube movie critic beef. Let's go. Yeah. How do you do a YouTube movie critic beef though? Like, your shit sucks. You liked Madame Web.
No, there kind of is, but that already kind of happened because when the Machine Gun Kelly thing came out against Eminem, like the Rap Devil versus the Rap God, there were a lot of channels that like broke down. They're like, "Ooh, dog, do you hear what he said?" They were breaking down like the live reaction when the song was released. I'm like, this is stupid. But I watched it too. I was intrigued to see what people thought about it. But it was like,
what is that? Why am I like Dangerfield, Thomas Chase? Is that a bad thing? I don't know what it means. He said I was like Dangerfield. What does he mean? Shut up if you mean things, but if you mean nice things, you don't know nothing.
Rodney Dangerfield was like, I get no respect. I make a joke and I get no. Rodney Dangerfield, you fucking sappy shit.
Shut up, bitch. Derek says we need a Terminator show between 1 and 2 with Sarah learning to be a badass in Nicaragua. Hey, watch your fucking mouth. Love you too, especially Jay's manly mustache.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that. I've been working on that for like at least 13 years. Appreciate that.
Do you ever trim your mustache?
Fuck no. I let that shit
Never?
go wild. No.
Ever? See, I have to trim mine because it grows.
No, I trim. I literally do.
I guess yours doesn't grow.
I mean, I don't need to have any kind of worry about it because my shit's already manly as fuck, pumped full of testosterone.
You don't know
I take
nothing
a
about
one
that.
on the razor blade, a one on the fucking razor blade, and pop out like this tomorrow.
Mass Med says, boys, you didn't say it, I did. Stuckman is the dictionary definition of a sellout.
Oh.
Now arrest him. Arrest him. Please arrest him. Listen, all I know about
basically
Chris
what the mass he belonged to the street.
She belonged to the street. Don't save a hoe.
I don't know. You guys keep on saying that fucking name.
She don't want to be saved. I don't know. I don't know. Chris Stuckman, there's they all have an opinion on Chris Stuckman. I think that
didn't he start out in the 90s as a coach?
I don't know if it's the no, I don't think it was the 90s.
I thought he like started out as like a guru.
I don't know, man. Good for everyone. I hope everyone's happy. I'll just say that. That's all I'll say. Good for him. Good for everyone who doesn't like him. I think both sides are happy. Adrian Ybarra says this rap beef spirit has bled into the show. Yeah, dude. I found myself that way the other day. I was at the gym and I was listening to all the rap beef, and then someone said some shit about me on Twitter, and I was like, I will fucking eat your children. And I was like, whoa, this beef is getting too far inside of my soul. I gotta stop.
Somebody said something about you on Twitter.
Oh yeah, I got in a fight with someone.
You pussy.
I got in a fight with this mousy looking piece of fucking shit. Nothing but he's only fucking actually has a job because he lives close to LA and the Smos gave him a fucking handout. And he is a fucking useless turd who makes his entire career on the fact that he gets news before other people because he probably sucks fucking dick somewhere to get it in an alleyway behind an Arby's in LA. And he said some shit about me, but you know what? He would never say it to my face because I'd smack the bitch out of his fucking mouth. And that's it. That's all. You know what? Why do you make me say these things?
It sounds like one of those things. It was like
I don't know why.
No, it's like, hey dog, why don't you pull up though?
Pull up. I ain't got
Why-
no security
Why don't you
guards.
pull up though? I bet you won't. I bet you won't, you pussy.
I
Like
got
that
no
back in the
security
Xbox
guards.
Live day, like in the very first like Xbox Live, like where you live? Where you live? I bet you won't come to my house.
Oh my God. Listen, Adrian Burrow said, missed my super chat from earlier, 8 p.m. for a versus. That's so far away, Adrian, and it's our fault because we missed it. Now I have to go search. Jay, why did you miss the super chat?
You could just take that dick
God
out of your mouth and stop blaming
damn
me
it.
for every fucking thing. I'm not tired of it.
Adrian.
Why don't you go join the fucking goddamn Chris Stuckman League over there?
Superman.
Who is
Suck
that
my
guy?
dick in your brother's hands. He'll hold it up and you'll put it in your mouth and then you'll go, ooh, that tastes like
Salad dressing. Wow.
salad dressing. God damn it. This show sucks. I still don't see it, Adrian. I'm looking.
Oh, say you will, say you won't. Make up your mind tonight.
Adrian,
What
it's
y'all know
not
about that?
there.
What y'all know
I'm
about that?
searching. Adrian, it's not there. I'm searching for it. I don't see it.
It
It's
got
not.
deleted.
Why'd you lie, Adrian? Adrian, it's not there. I'm at 8:16. It's not popping up.
Adrian.
Oh,
was
it's at 8 p.m. hour. He wants me to go through the whole hour. Listen, if I find it and you're right, I swear to God, I'll give you $8 out of my pocket right now.
What?
But so far, I'm not seeing anything.
It ain't in there, Adrian. God damn it.
But if it was Jay that makes it, he'll give you 20.
That's untrue. I feel like that was a lie. that was the turn. That was a lie. Maury Povich, that shit.
Oh my God. Yeah, that Dan Snyder guy, he got fired twice from his jobs for being a shitty fucking reporter. Dan Snyder. He got fired because he missed the fucking scoop and he was like, I'm gonna kill myself and it's Hollywood's fault because he's such a little fucking cunt. He can't take it.
I don't know. Is that Zack Snyder's little brother?
It's
Who the
so
fuck is that?
No, Zack Snyder's little brother would be way cooler than that little cunt.
It's a journalist.
Listen,
You're a journo. You're a journo complaining about your fucking job.
Adrian, I'm at 9 o'clock. I think you gotta blame YouTube, bro. It's not there. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. It's not there.
Shit.
Sorry, Adrian, but we love you, and I hope that we sort this out at some point. I'm scooting.
Boogie. Dude, it was weird. I was downstairs.
What happened?
I was peeing, and I like for some reason, it was like a lightning, like just shot across my eyelids, and I'm like, I want a fucking cigarette right now. And then I was like, I don't have it.
Jay, just don't give in to the needs and the feelings.
Such your feelings, you know it to be true. No.
Safe to say, tonight's show is one of the books. You're one for the books, and I'm sorry we missed your fucking super chat. I tried to find Adrian. We love you. You're the fucking
But
tits.
Adrian was like this,
Yes.
like you see the emojis like this, and like you said that.
Tina, so much cooler than Tina from Halloween 5, and I know that already because Tina from Halloween 5 is the fucking worst, and you seem cool. Hey guys, hope you all having a great Wednesday. Thanks for the laughs. Definitely appreciate it after a long day. We appreciate you hanging with us.
Thank you, Tina.
This is to Tina. Hope your night continues to be awesome. Let's jump back in for a second.
Tina, shut up. Where's Michael?
Oh, shut my.
You know what? You know what Tina likes? Tina doesn't like you. That's one thing she does like is not being around you, little ass shithead.
You know, I
What?
respect
Cookie woman. Shut up.
Oh God! All right, so the Sixth Sense Beverly Hill Cop. Oh fuck! I'll go check out in a second who won that one. How about the next one? Home Alone or Back to the Future?
Oh man, I mean, listen, y'all, come on, y'all. It's gonna be Back to the Future,
Stan,
y'all.
listen, Dad isn't mad.
But you have a damn man button. I like it's Back to the Future for me. Like Back to the Future is my second favorite movie of all time. Anyway, but the fact that like what they did with the time travel movies, Bob Gale and company, never been done before. That literally did redefine the time travel type of genre of movies that they had done before that. So it was sexy, it was cool, it was different. Michael J. Fox was amazing. Christopher Lloyd as Doc was amazing. The characters, the setting, the special effects. I mean, Home Alone is great. Home Alone is very underrated, though. Home Alone is extremely underrated as far as like it was a comedic titan as well in the 90s. But at the end of the day, Back to the Future it's a timeless movie. You can watch Back to the Future 50 years from now, and people are going to have probably the same reaction to it.
I'm gonna pick Home Alone.
Of course you will. Why don't you pick up that fucking dick over there in the corner and suck on it? Because it
I
looks
will.
lonely.
I'm thirsty, and
It
it's a
looks
water
lonely.
hose. Of goodness.
Like, no, that's a water.
I
That's
agree
just
with
a
you.
water
No.
fountain.
It's Back to the Future. I'm not as big a fan of either of these movies as other people are. They're both fucking amazing, but neither of them really get my gears
Back to the Future
going.
is almost a perfect movie. It's almost a perfect movie.
Yeah. I'll take Back to the Future just because I know you love it and you're my best
Oh
friend.
shit! Fuckholes! Oh my god!
Men in Black versus Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. And
I
the
suddenly
answer-
remember. I suddenly remember my Charlemagne. Let the rocks and the trees be the.
Listen, Indiana Jones is only taking a hit here because there's 3 great Indiana Jones
Yeah.
movies. There's only one great Men in Black movie, and that's the original. And I'm going Men in Black. I am. As a
Man,
kid who at like 16 or whatever the fuck years old sat in my pool on my fucking float listening to Men in Black on my CD non-skip player over and over and over again, it's Men in Black for me.
yeah, Men in Black is. But dude, man, here's the thing.
Here come the Men in Black.
Indiana Jones, the original trilogy, I don't count. Kingdom of the Crystal shit was bad, and the newer one, whatever. The original trilogy, Temple of Doom was the worst. Last Crusade, in my opinion, was better than Raiders, and I know that's blasphemy for some people, but the addition of Sean Connery as the father of Indy and like how he got started, you get to see young Indiana Jones, and I think Last Crusade spawned the young Indiana Jones Chronicles or Adventures or whatever that was starring River Phoenix that came out in the 90s or whatever, or 80s. Man, I gotta pick Last Crusade, dude. I have to. I love Men in Black. I love the Will Smith.
You shut your bitch mouth.
No, listen to
Put
me,
my
you
dick in it.
fucking goddamn wannabe probe of aliens, dicks.
That's true.
I love Men in Black because the song, the soundtrack, the special effects, it was cool. Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones, their chemistry was amazing, but it wasn't as good as Harrison Ford and Sean Connery, you motherfucker.
We're voting. We're fucking voting. That's
Good.
what we're doing.
Good.
Oh,
I
come
want-
over
I
here. I'll
wanna vote.
twist
I
your
want-
fucking nipples
I
until you
want-
call me
That is
sour.
freaking twisted. Yo, dick
The old
twist.
dick twist. In the case of Beverly Hills Cop versus Sixth Sense, Beverly Hills Cop wins 53% to 47%, but it was close.
That was close.
I'll
Yeah,
give you
was
that.
actually really close.
But now we're going to a vote. The Last Crusade. Indiana Jones 19. I don't know. Jones.
89 was it?
Last
It was always
Crusade.
weird. Like I feel like the Last Crusade was 90s, but I know it wasn't. But I feel like maybe it was like 88 or 89. It was on the cusp.
You're on the cusp.
I
Me
know.
smacking the bitch
I was
out your
on-
mouth.
Yeah, I'm on the cusp of diabetes.
You said, yeah, I'm on the cusp. Yeah, I'm on the cusp.
I'm
You're
on the cusp of diabetes, type 2.
I'll show you.
It's like this goddamn fucking it's not smoking, man. It's like shit. Like it's like,
Oh.
oh, what do you like? You don't want to die of lung cancer? No, I'd rather die
Listen.
of fucking I'd rather die of type 2 diabetes. 'Cause we
Just
can't
the
even
fact,
fucking-
the fact that Jay hasn't tried to fucking cut my throat in the entire month he hasn't smoked a cigarette is.
Well, I'm not
is-
around you. I
honestly,
can't reach
you
you,
deserve
man.
a medal.
Huh?
You might feel that way. You might feel that way, but you haven't tried.
No,
it.
I've just been beating my wife.
Yeah, take it out on her. She
Yeah,
deserves it.
I mean,
not
obviously,
me.
that's what you do in Kentucky
yeah,
when things don't go your way.
That's how it does. Oh, another Indiana Jones situation.
Listen.
Toy
I would-
Story 2 versus
Yeah.
Indiana Jones and the Temple of Poon.
Temple of Doom was good. But it's Toy Story 2 for me.
Shut up, bitch. It's definitely Temple of Doom.
No fucking way, dude.
You're not being serious. You're fucking with me.
No, I'm not.
Come on. Temple of Doom's the best Indiana Jones movie, by the way.
Did you smoke weed before you?
It's the
turned
best
camera on?
fucking Indiana Jones
Are
movie.
you
It
fucking
is.
serious right now? Are you
Temple
literally
of Doom is the best Indiana
You're
Jones
dumb as
movie.
fuck, dude.
Are you guys are playing prank on me, right? Because I see a bunch of Toy Story 2 in the chat.
Toy Story 2
and there's
is better than
no
Temple of
fucking
Doom.
way.
Toy Story 2 is better than Temple of Doom. Yes,
It
it is.
doesn't even, Toy Story doesn't hold. Toy Story 2 doesn't even fucking touch Toy Story's dick. Are you kidding me, guys? Are you fucking kidding me?
What?
Toy Story is 1,000 times better than Toy Story 2.
Oh my god,
And
dude!
Temple of
Shut
Doom
up!
is the best fucking Indiana Jones movie.
I can't
Get out of town and take a bus.
I'm doing an intervention, guys. I'm doing an intervention next week for Mike. It's ridiculous what's happening.
This is insane.
No, dude.
You're lying,
You're
right?
insane. I swear to God, dude.
You're
Temple
not.
of Doom sucked,
Look me in
dude.
the fucking eyes.
Temple of Doom sucked. The best part of Temple of Doom was short round. That was it. Sit down. Like I can smell fucking mayonnaise from your crotch. Don't you ever stand up in my face like that again.
Dude fucking rules, dude.
No, it doesn't. It's all right.
You're
Short round.
crazy.
Because these people are starving. This is more than they get in a week. And they can eat. Like, dude, there's something that. Oh,
That's crazy. It had to do with the hot chesticles, right?
You go from Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Toy Story 2 is a shitty copy of Toy Story 1.
What?
It doesn't even hold a candle to Toy Story 1.
I think
that's crazy. That's crazy.
You don't have a friend in me tonight. That's for sure.
That's nuts. That's fucking buku nuts. I can't believe you.
Whatever, fucking Mr. Lion King over Empire Strikes Back. Shut the fuck up.
I won the fucking vote. No, I didn't. I actually lost that.
No,
Shut up. Shut up. All right. How about the last vote we did? How about this? I won this one. Men in Black wins 60% over 40% versus The Last Crusade. And now I give you guys a vote. Which one do you choose? I can't believe I have to type this. You disgust me. Toy Story 2. Don't you go anywhere. You sit here and you take it. You come back and you take it. Oh, I was looking at a previous version of yourself. Get back here.
First off,
Toy Story 2 or what was the Temple of Poon?
Temple of Doom. First off, listen,
what?
Just because you feel bad for Jada Pinkett because her hair's falling out, you don't need to vote Men in Black.
Fuck. I'm not even gonna comment.
Well, Mike's obviously not qualified to talk.
His
racist rants on Jada Pinkett.
Women.
And he hates women too. I mean, he's ridiculous.
You guys vote on that because I fucking bet I win this.
Mike talks shit on Trump, but he wants to be his campaign manager. Like, let's just be honest.
Listen, if Donald Trump hadn't raped me in a goddamn Macy's,
Mike was like January 6th, talk about Freedom Day.
He walked up right at me and he grabbed my vagina and I said, "Stop it!" And he said, "No, fake news."
Yeah, well, Mike said January 6th, more like Freedom Day with fireworks. What are you talking about? Freedom Day with fireworks.
Long live Marguerite Taylor.
By the way, I don't give a fuck who wins. By the way, we're fucked anyway. You got you got dumbass old fucking man Pampers that I can't even walk upstairs, and you got a fucking guy that's probably gonna go to jail. We're fucked.
Yeah, if Joe Biden and Donald Trump are our choices, we might as well just Harry carry ourselves into the fucking oblivion.
I'm about ready to vote for fucking that one Kennedy guy that can barely fucking talk that said a fucking worm ate half his brain. Did you see that shit?
I will. I'd probably vote for that guy. Fuck it.
I would. He literally said a worm ate half his fucking brain.
We're all
like, yep, that sounds like he's the right face for America.
We're all doomed, America. And I'm
gonna vote for Kendrick Lamar.
Oh, fuck my ass with a spoon. Where are we? Okay, hang on. I got to pull this up. Now I got all lost and shit.
It's a great TV show.
We're a really professional show. People should watch.
I never watched Lost. Did you watch it? No, you watched it live, didn't you?
Lost was fucking awesome.
No, did you watch it when it was like new?
No, I watched it.
You had to wait like in between like weeks.
Yeah, I watched the replays.
Yeah, so you didn't experience it then.
Yeah. Toy Story. Okay, so Twister. Jesus Christ, Twister.
Why you sound like fucking what's eating Gilbert Grape? You know, hey Gilbert.
Twister, Top Gun.
Get on me, huh?
It's a lot of T's. Twister, Top Gun's tough, dude. That's tough. I'm going Twister. Suck my dick. I don't care. Twister is fucking better. Twister is the answer.
Well, listen, to be fair, I would probably watch Twister over Top Gun. I love Top Gun though. Top Gun, the soundtrack, the men with their shirts off playing volleyball. Wow. And there's a lot of other things going on. Of course, there's a girl in it. Ooh, gross. I would say overall, though, as far as a special effects type of film that I would like watch, like Twister, Bill Paxton, Carrie Ewells, it just hit at the right. Like I feel like Twister is a movie that defined another movie that defined the 90s. You're not gonna not talk about Twister when you talk about the 90s on films. Top Gun, now, to be fair, those shots, Iceman, Val Kilmer, dude, like the back and forth between him and Maverick, aka Tom Cruise, and then Anthony Edwards, Goose, and then the dogfight sequences that they did, amazing. It looks so fucking good, dude. And Top Gun looks great today. Like if you watch Top Gun now on 4K, it looks fucking incredible. Twister, it's aging a little bit, but dude, for me, Twister, Twister actually made, like, tornadoes are really scary in real life anyway, right? Especially if you live in tornadoes. They're fucking horrifying. But there's one scene in that movie that, like, epitomizes horror. Is like, and they show The Shining on a drive-in, and then that big F5 is coming through. That's fucking terrifying, dude. At night, that shit's scary. I don't know. It's Twister for me.
Dude, I'm in whole agreement with you. It's Twister. Like Top Gun's a fucking great. It's an all-time classic. But I really think that like if Top Gun Maverick wasn't such a great movie, like it would be a tougher. That sounds weird, but it would be a tougher ass between the two movies. But like, dude, there's no movie like Twister. Like you can make a tornado movie. Into the Storm exists. Twister's is coming out. But really, like when you think tornado movie, you go immediately to Twister. And it was a summer crowd-pleasing, fucking amazing movie. Bill Paxton. It's weird, like Top Gun's obviously a bigger movie, but yeah, I can't imagine a single day where I wouldn't rather watch Twister. I feel like as a 90s kid, Twister's like a part of your
well, it's no different than like if you're a 90s kid, you would have Twister on your VHS collection along with Men in Black and like Independence Day. It would just be like it's like any house you went into in the 90s, like you would either see a Blockbuster video rental of Twister, Independence Day, or Men in Black, or they would own them on their
Like my automatic answer is immediately Twister, but like honest to God, when you put these two up against each other, I could see someone going.
Top Gun is fucking sexy. Like Top Gun is like it's one of the best of all time. I mean, it really is.
I will go Twister on this. So I will when I come back, I gotta pee again. But when I come back, we will switch this up and we're gonna go straight horror 80s versus 90s for a couple selections. And I
don't think we've ever done a commentary on Twister.
No, we did. I think it's on the Patreon.
Or we never did a Top Gun commentary.
I don't think we did do a Top Gun. That would probably be fun. But in the case of the last one, between Toy Story 2 and Temple of Doom, I cannot believe you fucking crazy people watching this show. Oh my God. What's wrong with Toy Story 2 is ass.
Yo, your ass. And you
it's
smell
fucking
like
ass.
No, it's not. Temple of Doom is ass. Temple of Doom is ass. No.
Oh,
they made the correct
disgusting.
Choice. They made the
disgusting.
Correct.
Toy Story 2 wins 54 to 46%. Yeah, disgusting. I'm ashamed of everyone.
No, he's actually very happy with everyone. And I am too.
Don't you dare speak for me.
Where are we at?
I'm gonna find it.
Mexican.
You don't know about that.
Where
Oh God. Okay.
It's been crazy. You know what? I didn't expect people to pick. Well, no, I kind of thought maybe Men in Black over Indiana Jones: The Last Crusade, but this has been a very back and forth type of night, and I like it.
It's been crazy. I feel crazy.
I feel crazy too. I can't wait to do coke.
Oh, I wish I had some coke.
I'm
crazy enough to do coke
right now.
That
YouTube is still listening. By the way, it doesn't matter anyway, because you know that last video that we did, it did. I thought it got monetized. It did not get monetized.
No, and let me say this real quick. For those of you, there's 340 people in this fucking room right now. And I don't know why.
There's that many in here?
Yeah, I don't know why. I wouldn't fucking watch this shit. 344.
I wouldn't either. Holy shit.
I wouldn't watch this shit.
You must be really desperate out there.
Can you guys just take me in for a second? Take all of this in. All right. And let me tell you something.
Get out here.
A, clicking the like button helps us a lot so we can keep doing these streams. But B, if you're enjoying this, I don't know why the fuck you are, because this show sucks shit. But if you are enjoying this right now, there's a link down below for the Patreon. Now, hear me out. You can try it for free. No money at all. Try it for free. And there's over 70 of these live streams, but even crazier and more unrated. I mean, you think we say nasty shit here? You should see the fucking Patreon.
Yeah,
all right. It gets disgusting. And we do one every single month. And there's also over 100 movie commentaries, including Twister and many of the movies talked about today. So check it out for free. Give it a try. Stick your finger in. Feel around. I don't know. It doesn't cost you anything today. Give it a shot. I'm going to pee.
Did it go down yet? Because, you know, out of those 340 people that are, thank you so much for watching. It, like you said, like
it went down to two people said, fuck this guy.
You saw like the slap chop guy. It's like, hey, I know it's weird. Like I get slap
But
chop.
I was telling the truth. But I was telling the truth.
Hey,
if
listen,
I'm not lying, how am I selling shit?
It actually is true, though.
Shut up.
If you hit the like button, it does help in the algorithm. You know, it does help a lot. And then the Patreon thing is fucking like free. But the way that you came across it, Mike, is you saw like the fucking slap chop guy.
I'm just telling the truth. What do you want me to do? Lie?
You sound like a drunk. Mike sounds like a drunk stepdad. I'm just telling the truth. Like your kids suck, and you want to discipline them.
Shut up, Jay. Why don't you shut up?
Oh, you like
just
that? You like that? You like
you don't know nothing about that. We're at 9:46 p.m. on the super chats. You fucking piece of shit.
No, do it again.
I hope you get fucking
AIDS.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope you use a
Specifically.
dirty. I hope you use a dirty needle.
Well, yeah. You intravenous using sex having motherfucker.
I already have. Look at my forehead. It's
946.
I'm going there. Okay.
Go then.
I'm gone.
Hey man, do you ever look at Bugs Bunny and want to fuck her?
Yeah. What? You know, it's taking this long just to get up to the fucking. I'm still going. Oh, what? Okay. It was not 946. Mike was lying. We already read that one. William Log Dick says, Jay, thoughts on X-Men 97? Are you trolling me? New episode today was crazy. Haven't gotten to hear you talk about it yet. Glad to be off work and to catch a stream. Well, we're happy to have you, William. Long Dick Dong. I have not watched X-Men 97 yet. I know, it's crazy. I can't believe it. I have not. I've not got a chance to watch it. A lot of crazy things have been going on lately, so I haven't really had a chance to just sit down and watch. I do want to watch it. I did binge watch, though, recently Fallout. I thought it was a great show. I think they did a great job. Walton Goggins is the best part of that show, even though everybody else did a great job as well. So X-Men 97 is on my list. I'm going to watch it. I'm going to do it, William. And I promise when I do, I will let everyone know what I thought about it. But thank you, man. Thank you for calling off work. I know you're off work, but thank you for being here. Cruising. William, did you do that twice or did I? Oh, okay. What the fuck? Hold on. All right. Mercutio 80 says, Jay, whatever light is reflecting from your Ghostbusters poster looks like Venkman is powering on his proton pack. It does look good. I agree with you, Mercutio. That looks sexy, though. What's to worry? All of us are wearing untested nuclear accelerators on its back. Oh, no time for testing. Power me on or heat me up. I don't know. It looks good, though. I like that. That's a good image. And by the way, it's the light is from those little shitty candles that you get at like Halloween Express. Yeah, cheap. Thank you, man. The fucking thunder is loud as fuck here. Lisa or Lisa cereal. Listen, Lisa. I'm just gonna call you Lisa. I know it's probably not Lisa, but you have two. Lisa. I don't know, but appreciate you. She says, I still remember way back when my sister and I were walking our neighbor's dog and we found a copy of Titanic on VHS. That's weird. Still in the packaging in the middle of the street. We grabbed it and ran back home so fast. Serendipitous find, I suppose. And you know what happened? Like, it probably was bought like a husband. I'm just imagining a scenario. Like, okay, so husband and wife, they find out that Titanic is being released on VHS. The husband goes out and secretly buys the VHS copy of Titanic to surprise his wife. They're driving in the car. Suddenly, the wife reveals to the husband, I've been sucking Tony's dick for 5 months. What? That's what Larry says, the husband. What? Kristen, the wife, you've sucked Tony's dick? What? And she's like, yes, I don't love you anymore. I love Tony's dick. I'm going to leave you. The whole time, poor Larry has that copy of of Titanic on VHS that he's bought for her at Walmart, that he went out at 3:00 in the morning when they released it to buy it. And he holds it up and he tries to squeeze it. And he's like, I bought this for you. You fucking bitch. And then he throws it out the window and it tumbles across the asphalt. And then suddenly, as he drives away and they're screaming at each other, probably a murder happens. I don't know. Lisa and her sister finds this tape on the asphalt, on the concrete, and they take it home. And what the fuck just happened? That's crazy, huh? But yeah, that's weird that you found that. I wish it would, it would be better if you just found the money that he spent for the VHS, but it's still cool. Going through. Child of the Corn. That's a tall motherfucker. That guy in real life, holy shit. That guy, basketball player tall. Better antagonist: Dennis Leary from Judgment Night. Ooh, that's a good one. Or Lance Henriksen from Hard Target. Both films and performances are god tier, in my opinion. You're absolutely, totally right, child. I would listen. I love Lance Henriksen as the antagonist in Hard Target, but I'm going to give it to Dennis Leary. Like there's something nasty and naughty and gross about Dennis Leary in Judgment Night. I don't know what it is. Like it's like this motherfucker like have no problem with selling you into the sex trade if he got a hold of you for like a bucket of butter. Like he doesn't care. Like he looks like he smells like pee. He has bad breath. And like he has no problems with putting cigarettes out on your forehead. Like Dennis Leary is an actual weird creep in Judgment Night. Lance Henriksen is like he's like a mafioso type of dude. Like he's got some. I feel like even in that movie, he's got some honor about him. It feels like he's got some. Like there's an honorable thing about him. Dennis Leary, zero sympathy, zero empathy for you. Like you're just a problem that he wants to get rid of, and you're like a piece of toilet paper with shit on it. Like he needs to flush down. So it's Dennis Leary for me. But they're both great. You're absolutely right. Zachary Holcutton, thank you. Says thank you for the recommendations, guys. I'll email you tomorrow, Mike, about the Deadpool comics. It's fine. You don't need my email. It's fine. Also, I watched Funny Games and Donnie Darko earlier. Funny Games was good, but Jesus, Donnie Darko was awesome. Top 10 for me. Holy shit, dude! You've never seen that before? It's like. What's it like being fucking cryogenically frozen since the 80s? I thought everyone had seen that movie. That's amazing, dude. You know what? I envy you. If you've never seen Donnie Darko, and for the first time you go and see Donnie Darko, I wish I could be in the room with you to see what the actual reaction would be at the end of the movie. But I agree. I think it's Donnie Darko. It's not a top 10 movie, but it's definitely in the conversation for like a top 20.
Dude, I love Donnie Darko.
Thanks. That's like I know it's like one of those things like interviews on the street if you're in Vegas and you were like walking around the microphone like hey do you like chocolate? Like I love it. And then, like,
chocolate.
Okay.
I'm having a great time. Yeah, Frank, everyone knows you're having a great time.
Is KFC still open?
That's where I'm at right now. Okay, so we're gonna switch it up. We're gonna do horror.
Hey, is there KFCs in your all's towns that open 24 hours? Would you eat? Listen.
Let
me say something. What would you guys love more? Taco Bell's 20. Like everybody, like Taco Bell is the drunk man's messiah, right?
Yeah.
But if KFC was open as late as Taco Bell, would Taco Bell be in trouble?
Fuck no, dude. Taco Bell is like way.
You got a bucket of fucking chicken.
So who cares? Like fucking chicken, it's a fat, greasy shit, and you have to like the bones and shit.
So
like Taco Bell's, it's a burrito, and you just shove it in your fat fucking mouth.
That's
like
true. I would personally, I love Mexican anyway, but I'm saying like, but if you had the option to go to KFC and get a chicken sandwich, or you could get like a bucket of chicken, or you can have some biscuits and some mashed potatoes and some gravy.
All you want, but Costa.
No, but I'm saying like I think that, but KFC would actually probably put you right. Like KFC would bring you back to sober really quick.
I think KFC would be disgusting if you were drunk.
No way.
I think it would be disgusting.
No way.
By the way, I made out with a girl in high school who worked at KFC.
You got kids, so I figured you did.
And then she was like wanting to come back over the next day and do more stuff. But then my buddy was like, "Hey, dude, she has herpes," and I was like, "Oh, I'm not doing that anymore." Girl, yeah. And then he saved me. I
actually, I experienced that too.
She was, yeah,
the same girl. But you know what? To be fair, that girl was very sweet, and she actually did tell me
she was a nice girl.
She was a very nice girl, and I felt very bad for her because I was like, if you weren't suffering from something that you could have prevented if you weren't such a whore, I might have dated you. Because she said to me as I was driving her back from work on the interstate, she said, "I just want to be 100% with you because I really like you and you're a nice guy."
She's a good person.
She's a good person. And I'm like, oh, and I felt like a camera was somewhere following me, and this was going to be a commercial that was going to air somewhere. Because she's like, "I have herpes." I'm like,
HBO First Look.
And then you know what I did? I did what any red-blooded American man would do.
You tucked and rolled right out.
I dropped her off at KFC, or no, she was working. Yeah, maybe KFC.
KFC.
I gave her a good firm handshake, and I said, "Get the fuck out."
I appreciate your honesty.
And I never spoke
to her. You're a true
again.
American.
And
now shut the fuck up.
I fucking ghosted her too because at high school she was like, She was like, Jay, and I'd be like, I didn't hear shit, and I kept running to my car at the parking lot. But it was
same
awful.
thing happened to me. She came home after school with me one day, and we met out a little bit. And then the next day, she's like, I'm gonna come overnight. We're gonna finish what we started. And then my friend Sean came up to me. He's like, dude, I gotta tell you something. He was like, she has herpes, and I was like, I have to cancel my appointment.
Yeah, dude, I listen. I didn't make out with her. But she really was a very, very
nice
sweet girl.
person.
And I felt really bad because she was like, I'm just like that traditional girl. She had blonde hair. She's like, I'm that traditional blonde Kentucky girl. If I come over to your house and your family is like cooking and stuff, I'll help your mom and stuff to cook the dinner. And I'm like, it sounds great. But then she was like, but I got this fucking incurable disease and I gotta have like a fucking thing on my lip if I don't get Valtrex. And I'm like,
these are the kind of things we should have saved for the Patreon stream, you know?
Oh, yeah, that's true. We should have. But that's the kind of stuff you get in the Patreon.
Here we are. But moving forward, how do you guys feel about horror 80s versus 90s? Real quick, these are based on box office. The 90s number one grossing box office movie was The Blair Witch Project. Yep. The 80s number one box office movie was The Gremlins. Gremlins.
Give me some of that sexy-ass bitch in the fucking forest. The Blair Witch.
I'm going Blair Witch too, dude. It changed. Gremlins is great. Don't get me wrong. Like, it's great. It's a great film. It's got it all. But Blair Witch Project stepped into our homes in a way that no movie ever has. We thought that shit was, if you guys were alive when Blair Witch Project came out, you thought it was fucking real. It was a goddamn wild ass time to be alive. We believed it.
It was the Daniel Boone of viral marketing. You never seen shit like that before, like ever. And the internet was still virgin, and it utilized the internet like a motherfucker, and it made people believe that these people actually went missing, and this supernatural event actually occurred. It was incredible. Incredible.
Yeah. There's nothing like Blair Witch Project. It's got to win that one for sure. How about Interview with a Vampire versus Poltergeist? It's Poltergeist. There's no question. There's no question.
Yeah, and like as much as I love Antonio Banderas and Tom Cruise maybe getting it on, I mean Brad Pitt, I love that idea, and that's hot and sexy to me. Yeah, they almost fucked. I would like Poltergeist is a genre defining film, and it's so funny that like Toby Hooper directed it, right? Yeah. But it was so like 100% Steven Spielberg.
Some would say Spielberg.
I would say 65% it's Spielberg.
Yeah,
and it comes from the
you don't know nothing about that.
But it comes from the fact that Spielberg had said, like I think either someone had dared him or that he could never make like a genre-defining like ultimate haunted house movie, and he was like, yeah, and I took that personally, and I said, fuck you,
like Jordan,
hold my Doritos, bitch. And then he did it, and he's like, I'm gonna get Toby Hooper, who directed fucking Texas Chainsaw Massacre, to do it. But Poltergeist, Interview the Vampire is a great movie. 100%, it's a great movie. But Poltergeist is something. Yeah, it's a long ass fucking movie too. 2 hours. It's weird if you look at it. It says 2 hours and 3 minutes. That movie feels like it's 3 hours. Yeah. For some reason, it feels like it's 3 hours.
Yeah, but I would argue that Poltergeist is a top 10 horror film of all time. So I think it easily takes that cake. Sensational. Scream versus the Witches of Eastwick. That's a fucking joke. All right. That tells you right there that horror in the 90s was better than horror in the 80s.
What are you talking about, dude? The Witches of Eastwick is one of the best movies that ever come out.
Shut your fucking cock-sucking mouth right fucking now.
I will smack it could be a witch in the Eastwick.
You know it's Scream. Don't lie to me.
West End girls.
The real question here.
It's Scream.
The only real question here is Scream 2. Okay, Scream 2 versus Predator.
No.
Scream 2 versus Predator.
Talking? It's Predator. Get out of
Scream 2. It's Scream 2.
What the fuck?
It's Scream 2.
Dude, you know what? You're not called
horror movies. I thought you were going to be horror movies, not movies.
I thought you were going to be Carl Weathers, and you were going to do like a thing, and we're going to do like the fucking. You're not Carl Weathers. No, sir. You're a bitch.
No, sir. I'll take Scream 2 over Predator. I will do it. Predator. Horror movie wise, you got more of an argument. I'm still personally taking Scream 2. Horror movie wise, Scream 2 is better. But that is a vote worthy thing.
You are one ugly motherfucker.
Put it to a vote. And as far as the last vote that we did, where is it? Where the fucking is it? We don't have a vote going on the last one, so I'll put up that vote.
Can you imagine if Van Damme had done that part? That's so weird because you never would have seen Van Damme. It would have been cool to see Van Damme versus Schwarzenegger, but you never really. It really wouldn't have happened. Because if you guys don't know, Van Damme was supposed to be the monster in Predator. Yeah. But then when he found out, he's like, they don't see my face. I get that.
I think I'm going to lose this one, but for me, it's Scream 2. I'm just going to be honest with you. Motionless Zombie says, hey, fellas, I have an 80s versus 90s for you. 80s Prince versus 90s Michael Jackson. Could y'all make a poll for this too, please? We just put up a poll. But I would say, I'm going to say Prince just because I don't like Michael Jackson. I think Michael Jackson is shady as fuck.
I don't care.
Like, I think there was way too much smoke for me with Michael Jackson.
He was convicted of shit, bitch.
Dude, did you see the fucking pictures?
I'm not saying he wasn't. I didn't say he wasn't guilty.
Angels
but he wasn't.
Surrounded by naked babies.
I don't
and
care.
Shit. Dude's creepy as fuck.
I think Michael Jackson music is better than Prince's music. I like it. Michael Jackson has better hits. 100%. He's the king of pop for a reason. At the end of the day, do I think did he do what he did? I don't know. I mean, he wasn't convicted, but
that matters.
Yeah, he's weird.
That guy.
We could do that 80s versus 90s music. That'd be fun. That'd be fun. I don't know what. I mean, that'd be like, taking bands or like genres of music. What was better in the 80s or 90s? But
there's way too much questionable behavior by Michael Jackson for me. Like, did he do some of that stuff? Maybe not, but dude was weird as fuck. Having kids over to his house. It's like, it's a kid's house. It's Neverland Ranch. Like,
I would say the same thing about an asshole that likes Temple of Doom and Lion King.
Whether he did it or not, you don't behave that way around children. He's a fucking weirdo.
Listen here, Lion King.
Weirdo.
You're a weirdo that likes Lion King over Empire Strikes Back.
That's fine, but like, I'm not gonna be like, come over here, Apple. Like, I'm not doing that. He's a fucking weirdo, dude.
The funny thing is, like,
he might be great at music, but he's a fucking weirdo. Maybe he's not a pedophile, but he's a fucking weirdo.
Don't be ridiculous, Blanket. It's fine. But no, you said, no, but you said you're like, don't come. No, but you said, don't come over here, Apple. Like, I could see him calling. If he had another kid, he'd call him Apple. Don't come over here, Apple.
I think he had a kid named fucking Apple, dude.
No, he didn't. It was Blanket, Prince, and I don't know. I think his daughter had a regular name. Like
motherfucker had a kid named Apple. I swear to God, he did.
He had a monkey named Tarango or whatever.
Fuck. Tarango and Cash?
No, it was. I don't know. He had a weird. What was his monkey's name? He had a monkey.
He was a fucking creepy fuck, dude. Michael Jackson was creepy fuck.
But just looking at looking at it as like music wise, I think Michael Jackson had better music.
Sure, I guess. I've never been into either of them for the most part, but like, yeah, Michael Jackson creeps me the fuck out, dude. Nighttime says, Lumis and Halloween come out to play. What are your thoughts on the 1979 movie The Warriors? I need both of your pins, says Lumis and
okay. Well, you go
ahead. Bunch of dudes dressed up as women riding the bus. I've ridden the bus a couple times. Had a few too many Boilermakers at the Applebee's. Uber didn't exist. You ride the bus. I got in a fight with a couple of unsatisfactory characters, and they were wearing vests and had chest tattoos, but they were pretty good lovers in the end. There's nothing that a good old couple beers between men and a couple of a swabbing of fluids between men that can solve anything. I floated between both gangs personally, because I was a doctor and one of them got stabbed by a butterfly knife in the streets. I'd be their guy, and then I'd go take a nap with my black nurse friend and have a good night. So I'm gonna go with Warriors. They're all right people. Yeah.
Again, you dog asshole. He just wanted your opinion, not what you're choosing.
Yeah.
I would say this. I watched The Warriors when it came out in 1979, and I saw a bunch of jobless, ugly, government cheese-wielding losers that rode the subway for free, that lived in Section 8 housing, and they had nothing to do except bite each other. What a disgusting-ass goddamn film. Instead of making it about these fuckers got arrested and put to the goddamn stick, they're like, oh, look at them taking over the streets of New York. The fucking strongest gang wins. I said the strongest government cheese wins. Those goddamn goddamn recipients of our taxpayer cheese. Shut up!
On my pizza
I would say they are disgusting goddamn maggots of society. Disgusting EBT wielding dickheads. Section 8 losers that didn't even know what a job stood for. You couldn't give them the letters J-O-B. They would say, I don't speak English if you gave them those letters. I don't like watching that filth because it's a celebration of bullshit in America, disgusting the underbelly of the disgusting nature of America, supporting these losers.
You said EBT wielding asshole.
I don't like that movie, Nighttime.
Michael Parton said, what were your favorite Cartoon Network 90s shows? I don't remember shit, dude. I remember Johnny
90s,
Bravo.
X-Men.
I got really high with our now deceased friend Blake one night, and we watched Ventura, like something Ventura, and we laughed. We stopped at Arby's after the karaoke bar, and we got, or not Arby's, but Hardee's, and we got these gigantic fucking cheeseburgers, and we watched Ventura Bros, I think it was, and we laughed until we almost choked and died together. So I'm gonna go with Ventura Bros. That was a great night.
Oh, he was in Cartoon Networks though, like
yeah, like late night fucking.
No, I mean like I don't know. Fox had some really good ones. Nickelodeon actually put out like Doug. I love Doug. And
that's not Cartoon Network, bitch.
Oh, Cartoon Network. I get you.
Cartoon Network.
I thought he was like, "What's your favorite network that had cartoons on it?" that's
stupid.
Cartoon. You shut the fuck up. But once you turn your hat around, act like you're cool.
No, I don't want to.
You know what? I don't know, Michael, because I didn't watch Cartoon Network. Okay, I was too busy watching WCW.
I was watching Real Men's Networking. John of the Corn, who is a handsome, good man who we hope we see at Scarefest this year. Yo, I love me some Def Leppard. I prefer Pyromania over Hysteria. What do you say, Jay? Which song do you prefer, Mike? Tongue Tied, Eve 6, or She by Green Day? That's fucking tough, dude. That's really tough. That's tough. I'm going to go. It's tough, dude, but I'm going to go She by Green Day. She's going up. With a brick of self-control. I'm going She by Green Day. That's a good question, though.
Yeah, and like it's weird. Like Def Leppard, I feel like they got the Nickelback treatment in the 80s. And it was one of those, it's one of those bands that they had like a lot of great hits. And people was like, oh, they suck. They're fruity ass fucking band. But they would like rock out to them when they were solo. Like if they were by themselves, they'd like rock and then they'd be like, oh shit, someone saw me. So they would like quickly stop acting like they were listening to it. But I would put Pyromania is better, but I like the song Hysteria is good, but Hysteria is also really Hysteria when you're near. It's pretty bad, but I liked it. But Pyromania.
Now I just have Green Day stuck in my head. Special silence with a brick of sound. Nighttime says Jeff Snyder pushed my grandma down a flight of stairs. You know, he looks like it. If you look at his picture on Twitter, that fucking cunt looks like he would push someone's grandma down a flight of stairs.
Maybe she deserved it. You think about
that? It's possible. Anyone who's related to him. Tim C! You motherfucker, you! Thanks, buddy. Really appreciate you, man. He says, hey, all, came in real late. We'll catch up later. Be well.
Hey, thank you. Be
fucked. But I mean that in a good way. Be fucked in all the right ways. He's
talking about the Demolition Man. Be well. And he's like, be fucked. Be fucked. Thank you, man. Thank you, Tim.
Dude. Tim's a beautiful man.
Looking as handsome as ever.
Fuck yeah, Tim. Thank you, dude. We love you so much, man. Thank you for that. We really appreciate it. And we hope you enjoy the stream. It was a shit show, but we hope you like it.
It was not. It was great.
Shut up, bitch. Michael Parton says,
Powerpuff Girls,
your attitude. Laboratory, cow and chicken. All I remember is Dexter's Laboratory. Dexter's Laboratory had some moment. I remember being high at some girl's apartment in like Prestonsburg, Kentucky, where the sun goes down at like 2 p.m. and people huff fucking keyboard duster and watching Dexter's Laboratory high as shit and being like, I'm having a good time. And then immediately woke up and was like, I need to go home.
Was Jimmy Neutron on Cartoon Network?
Yes. Yeah, that was
because I only remember that because I didn't watch that, but I was in high school and the teacher was like, you look like Jimmy Neutron. Because my hair,
I get that all the time.
Like you look like Jimmy Neutron. I was like, I don't know what the fuck. Why are you watching Kids Network shit for?
You fucking pervert. What are you, Michael Jackson?
Don't touch my hair.
TJ Graham said, what's up, Chris Cuckman? I mean, Chris.
Oh, if I knew who the fuck that was, I'd be like, oh shit, but I don't know who the fuck he is.
You don't know who the fuck you're talking about, son.
Kendrick Lamar. Fuck you.
The second chord, but it's only A minor.
Chris Fuckman's got so many. Yeah, Chris Fuckman, man. That guy's gotten so many fucking like holy shit. People don't like him, huh?
Good for him. Good for him, man. I'm happy for Chris Suckman. I'm glad he's doing movies and stuff. Yeah, this is good stuff. Good
Chris Suckman. Right. What?
You know,
What's his
if
name?
you stay as PC as can be, and you stick to it, and you really never say anything controversial whatsoever, you try to please everyone as much as you possibly can, maybe one day no one will give a fuck about anything that you say.
Wait.
But in his case,
I don't know who that.
he's doing quite well. Good for him.
I don't know who that is, but I will say, like, carry the 3 plus the 5.
Yes.
And then narrow it. Isn't that called shills?
Listen, what you want to do is
SHILL. Shill.
If
I know that from my studies in college.
if you're getting into media and movies, the key is to be as non-controversial as possible. All right.
I want to be like Stuck, man.
And you want to.
I don't know who he is. I really don't know.
You want to just really suck in the dick of the What are we talking? I don't even know what we're talking about. Listen, I've had alcohol. I've
had.
Someone spiked my apple juice.
I've not even drank alcohol. I feel like I've laid out in the sun way too long today, and I need to go.
Just shush. Christopher Sampson, fly me to the moon like that bitch out scramps and says, "Hello, everyone. Mike and Jay, you guys are the best at so many things."
Thank you, Chris. Man, we love you, Chris.
To say that and to have never seen me in the bedroom means a lot to me, because that means you appreciate my mind and not just my body, Chris.
Dude, man, Chris Sampson to me is goddamn Ving Rhames. He looked like Ving Rhames. He feels like Ving Rhames. I'm gonna go with Ving Rhames. I don't care.
It's powerful. He's a powerful.
It's a powerful fucking man. I like
this
it.
World.
He's the voice of Arby's.
The last thing that we put a vote on, I don't remember it. Where did it go? It's gone. Did we have a vote? We did. It was on Predator versus Scream 2. Oh my God, it's at 50-50. It's at 50-50. Scream 2
you guys
versus
are
Predator.
Fucking crazy, dude.
50-50.
You guys are fucking crazy.
The first thing I see move on Scream 2 Predator vote, I'm clicking in poll. Someone's got to vote. Swing vote. Swing vote. Kevin Costner. You're all Kevin Costner. Whoever votes first, Scream 2 or the Predator, you win. You take the whole vote down. It's up to you. 50-50. Someone vote right now. Scream 2 or the Predator. Someone. Oh, it's Scream 2 wins. Oh,
there's no fucking way, dude. You guys are
What's up, bitch?
fucking serious?
Suck.
Are you serious?
Beautiful.
You got asshole.
Yes.
Scream 2 wins. Hurt.
I never saw that happening. Never.
God,
what's up now?
You all motherfucker hang out at Drake's house or what? Fucking goddamn crazy motherfuckers.
That's what's up.
You motherfuckers.
Scream 2 beats Predator.
You guys are the motherfuckers that are like, yeah, he invited Bobby Brown over. Who gives a shit?
How about that?
It's probably innocent.
How about that? You don't know nothing about that.
Take your ass back to fucking goddamn Dr. Phil. You don't know about that.
Oh, not about that. Nick had Jimmy Neutron, Cat Dog, and Beavers.
Oh,
well, that sounds like a Friday night at Michael Jackson's house.
Yeah, he had all 3 of them.
That's the show, guys. Scream 2 wins, and that's all you needed to know.
I want to fucking goddamn.
That's all you needed to know.
Like, holy shit, dude. Mike, wipe off your fucking mouth. You got cum on it. There you go.
It's a great party.
Yeah, there you go.
It's a great fucking party.
You guys think Predator is worse than Scream 2? Oh my God.
And Stu is alive. You're fucking right. Stu lives, Jay. Say,
Stu's
get it up.
Dead.
Get it up. Stu lives. Fire it up. Fire it up.
TV on his fucking head.
You know it's true.
No, it's not.
And you know it's true.
Anyway, it's a fun time night. Fun time
Shut
night.
up.
You shut the fuck up. Don't
Shut
you
your
ever
mouth.
interrupt me when I'm fucking trying to say goodbye.
No one knows this, but after the stream's over, I'm going to drive to fucking Jay's house. And I'm going to smack the bitch out of his mouth.
I hope he puts his dick in my mouth because I've been hoping for it all night.
I dare you to bite it. I dare you.
That uncircumcised sausage. I can't wait to fucking.
Don't tell people my personal
They
business.
don't know. You didn't know until you confirmed it.
I didn't say anything. You don't know nothing about that. Love you guys. Good night. See you soon.
Bye.
Where the fuck do you get stupid shit like this? Come on, give me a